It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
Opie and Anthony.
Radio shock jocks.
Opie and Anthony.
In the world of radio shock jocks, the biggest are Opie and Anthony.
These people say shocking things that border on offensive in order to entertain their audience.
I refuse to sit here and think that radio has to be nice. Why? Why does radio, out of any other medium, have to be nice? We are being now held to a standard where we have to be nice and make people feel good. Go screw!
Radio bad boys, Opie and Anthony.
Controversial radio personalities, Opie and Anthony.
Infamous DJs, Opie and Anthony.
Talk show radio hosts, Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony.
Radio shock jocks, Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony.
Shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. Shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony. Shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony.
If you want to put it, feel free. I've done it before. I'll let you go from to my. And that's really sick.
This is where entertainment is going.
More audio V-Rock in the bathroom. They are sick freaks. Can you pop this there? I want to see something squirt out. Aim it over there. This is the worst show This is the worst show I've ever been on.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Hey, I like the new intro.
That's funny.
Hope everyone had a good weekend.
How is everybody doing?
We didn't really have a weekend, but that's okay with us.
Just went by in a blur. We were in Detroit.
Detroit, Michigan. Actually, let's say hi to Detroit this morning. Oh, my God. It's Opie and Anthony, by the way. The ONA virus spreading across America. And it's certainly alive and well in the Detroit, Grand Rapids area. There are a few places representing at the ONA Child and Virus Comedy Show over the weekend.
Yeah.
My God, man. You guys are crazy. Crazy people up there.
Yeah, we were all over the place. Like, it wasn't one of those gigs where everything was in one spot, where we could just, we go from the hotel to the venue to here, the airport. It was like everything was an hour drive from everything else. So,
well, we had Jimmy's book signing on Friday night.
Oh, yeah.
And then we had a hotel, then we had the venue, then we had to find casinos for Anthony. It was a whirlwind weekend.
Sure was.
Where do we begin? First of all, the show on Saturday was fantastic.
Great time.
Nothing but great reviews for the comedy show this summer. Nothing but great reviews.
A lot of big fans of the show, too. It was great.
People were traveling from all over the place. People came down from Chicago, came over from Chicago, I guess, officially.
Yeah, it's like, oh, dude, we drove like 5 hours. It's like, oh, that's cool, thanks.
People came from Indianapolis, Cleveland, Buffalo, bunch of Canadians coming down.
Yep.
Or over, because like, that whole Michigan thing should be like Canada.
It kind of pops up.
It pops a little too high. What happened?
Pops up in there.
Shouldn't we have just given Canada that land?
No, we got it. I love how we got that kind of stuff that kind of pops into one country. That part of Texas that kind of pops down into Mexico. That's ours.
I've thought about that whole border thing because you look at it, it's like, wow, this is really weird because this part should definitely be Canada.
Yeah.
This part should definitely be America. Well, we basically did. Sorry, we have a lot of listeners in Canada, but we just gave you our leftovers. we picked and choose and then said, yeah, you can have the rest of this crap.
Yeah, have the rest. We don't want to go any further north.
But Michigan should be ours. Look, it's a little too high up on the map. No, we'll take that as well. But the fans out there, unbelievable, man. After the show, we're signing stuff for what, 2-3 hours?
Yeah, it was
How long was it, 2 hours?
I don't even know.
We were just signing into the middle of the night after the show was over.
I had no concept of time.
So a big thank you to everybody in Detroit for making us feel at home. I mean, it really was unbelievable.
Yeah.
The turnout was unbelievable. The ticket sales day of the event went through the roof. I don't know if you guys know this, but they sold like 700 tickets day of the event.
a lot of walk-up business because the word got out where we were in town. We were doing local radio on the station we're being heard on in Detroit. Those guys were really cool, the midday guys.
Yeah.
And then we were just beating up Drew and Mike because they just stink. There's this morning show in Detroit. It's Drew and Mike. And look, the reality is the Detroit likes Drew and Mike for some reason. And we asked a lot of questions while we were up there. And they're like, well, Drew and Mike, they read the newspaper in the morning.
Yeah, it's
and
like
I'm like, oh, okay.
Thing.
I'm like, oh, okay, so they're well informed. They read the newspaper before they do their radio show. And then these people said, no, they read the newspaper. That's what they do on their radio show.
Like on the air, they read the newspaper.
They read the newspaper. And for some reason, Detroit likes that, when you just sit around and read the newspaper on the air.
I don't get it.
And then we don't have any ratings in Detroit. We keep it honest on the show. We'll tell you where we're doing good and where we're doing bad. We're not really tracking yet in Detroit. And our one of our old assistant PDs is now the big guy up there, and he knows what this show could do. And so we're not really tracking in the ratings, but then you do the comedy show, and people are coming out of the woodwork to see this thing.
Yeah.
Doesn't make sense.
Any station or show that's doing really well in the ratings, I'd love to see them try to put something together where they draw crowds like that.
Yeah, supposedly it was like 7,000 people up there.
It ain't going to happen.
7,000 lunatics watching that comedy show.
Great time.
It was absolutely a great time, but no weekend for the boys.
A
little tired today. And then Anthony's just an animal because we finally got out of the venue. I know we were heading back to the hotel around close to 1 in the morning.
Yeah, it was about 1-ish.
And the show ended at 10:30, so yeah, I guess it was a couple hours of signing after the show. And we're all pretty tired, and Ant's like, I'm going to the casino.
I'm going.
That's the thing this summer. Do the comedy show, find a casino. That's Anthony's thing.
The casino tour.
And, of course, now we got to let everyone in on this. Anthony, to date, before we get the latest story, is up 150 G's.
I've done very well.
$150,000 from the Mohegan Sun.
Yeah.
The people up there in Connecticut not happy with Anthony.
Well, they want me back, I think.
Well, you're officially a whale. They want to send you the private jet to bring you back to the Mohegan Sun so they could get their money back.
Bring me back. Well, they could give it a try.
Right.
I'm game.
So as people were coming through the line after the show and
the book signing and everything, everybody was coming up going, You going to the casino?
And you were trying to figure out the lay of the land, which casino to go to while you were up there?
And if I had any time. But, see, I had a late flight out. You guys all left early yesterday to get home. I had a pretty late flight out, so I figured I could go to the casino after the show and sleep in real late.
But see, that's all well and good, but we were all exhausted. I don't know where it comes from with you, man.
Well, there's a certain energy when you're,
drinking?
Right there. No. I was drinking my wine at the show, but then once I hit the casino, it was nothing but club soda.
Yeah.
That was it.
Well, you had to focus, right?
No, I just didn't want to feel like crap and throw up the next day, especially on a travel day. I wanted to keep it nice. So, me and Keith hit the casino. That was it. Went to one of the casinos up there, and
so hold on. So we get out. We go back into the hotel. The van is there. Take us through it, because I haven't talked to you since.
Oh yeah, they dropped everybody off, and then me and Keith took the van to one of the casinos. It took a while to get there. It's about a half an hour away.
Was it in Canada?
No, didn't go to the one in Canada. Went to that Greek, what do they call it? Greektown.
Greektown.
Went to Greektown. Greektown. Should have told me something right there.
Shirtless men with lubricant.
Yeah, went to a Greektown and sat down. I brought a few thousand with me. Just in case.
Can I point out something?
Yeah.
Obviously, you can't do an event without video clips and hundreds and hundreds of pictures all over the fan sites, right?
Yep.
They discovered your wallet. They were talking about your bulge.
Oh, yeah.
I think it was on Whackbag. They're talking about your bulge, and I'm like, oh, God, do I click on this? I'm like, all right, what the hell? So I click on a thread that says Ant's Bulge.
Ant's Bulge is a thread. Great.
And, they were making fun of your shirt.
Yeah,
on Saturday night.
My tight shirt.
Your tight shirt. And then I'm thinking, did he wear tight jeans, too? What is this bulge thing about? I'm like, all right. So I click on it. No, it's a bulge of your wallet.
Yeah,
Have you seen this? Look at this.
I got to clear
Look at this,
out.
Jimmy. That's Ant's wallet.
Somebody actually did it with arrows and circles.
Someone in the audience picked up on this massive bulge where Anthony's wallet is in his back pocket and put the picture up on Whackbag, and then they have arrows pointing to it just in case you can't see the bulge on your own.
I'll be completely honest with you.
And that's your gambling money, right?
I'll be honest with you. I don't keep my money in my wallet.
All right, thank God.
I don't. That is all PBA cards from the wonderful police departments around the country. I'm not even kidding you.
You don't know what state you're going to be in, so you might as well carry the whole set.
I pull it out like a deck of playing cards. Pick a card, officer, any card.
All right, where am I?
Where the hell am I? Oh, Jesus.
Well, that's why I bring that up today, because I don't want everyone thinking you're carrying a bunch of G's in your back pocket.
No, I've never kept my money in my wallet.
Okay.
Just don't do it. People pickpocket.
All right, so you go to Greektown.
Yep. Go there and sit down. Again, high stakes. I'm a little upset at the fact that the high limit table was $2,000 a bet.
Oh, that's such a drag.
Yeah.
Yeah,
2,000.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Now,
too.
I like something in the $6,000 range. But this was 2,000. But I'm like, okay, we sit down, start grinding. I sit down, like I said, I have a few grand with me and start out. And in a very short time, I had stacks of $500 chips amounting to $40,000. $40,000 was in front of me.
So your winnings are closing in on $200,000.
Dude, I was destroying. Right. Again, playing two hands, splitting, doubling down, max bets, just maximum betting. And then something happened. I felt a distinct turn in my luck, but I thought I could ride it out.
All right, so you had a little dip, but I'm sure you got that back and then some. You've been on a roll.
I had a pretty good dip, let's say. Then I changed tables.
All right.
And started bringing it back. Started coming back.
Wait, you're up. How much you're up at 40?
I have 40 G's.
And how much did you start with?
About 5,000.
5,000.
Down there was my bankroll.
That's nice. Time to walk away. I'm sure it was like 5, 6 in the morning at this point.
Well, no, it's still pretty early. Maybe 3:30.
Okay.
Yeah, around.
Down to before you move tables.
Probably down about 20 grand.
All right.
So I lost half the 40.
Right.
But still not bad. Not bad to walk away like that. But I didn't. I wanted to at least get the 40 back. Probably bring it up to 50 and then leave.
Sure.
Did you have a number you wanted to bring it up to?
Yeah, probably 50 would have been it.
Because you're thinking, okay, this will bring my winnings to 200,000.
I like a nice even number.
A nice even number.
I like even numbers.
For the comedy tour this summer.
Yeah.
All right, what happened?
And I had stacks of $500 chips in front of me. Well, I wound up walking out of that casino.
Come on, give me the number. Give me the number.
All right. With $200. Oh, yes.
Good Lord.
Oh,
good Lord.
Oh, did they get me good.
40.
I know what they call it, Greektown.
40,000?
No, I don't say 40,000. I lost 5,000. I had 40,000 of winnings, but you never say that you lost.
You lost
what you
40,000.
won. I lost what I walked in there with.
Oh, so they don't give you the 40,000 wasn't yours at any point.
Oh yes, it was.
See, that's how.
But it was in chips, and it was it was.
See, this is how gamblers think. Yeah, you only lost 5,000.
It's their money.
I'm with you.
It's their money. I was playing with their money.
Detroit is no Mohegan Sun, my friend.
No,
they ain't letting you get in there and take their money like you did to Mohegan Sun.
But they made me think I was gonna.
Yeah,
it was easy at the beginning. I'm looking at Keith, going, "Jesus Christ, I'm gonna do it
again.
I'm doing it again, bro. Here we go." And no, it just. And I'm sitting there like rubbing together two of these $5,000 chips. The only thing I had left, 10 G's. And I'm like, all right. Could you break these up for me, please? And she gives me the change. And I'm like, okay, here we go. Back to basics. Let's just start over. Let's concentrate. Play the game right. And it just didn't work. There was nothing I could do. If I'm pulling 20s, that dealer would pull a 21. I'm pulling, I'm standing on my dealt out 17. That dealer's got like a 4 showing. Deal's got like a 4 showing. I'm like, I'm in.
That's good.
Turns over a king.
Yep.
It's like 14. Nice. Next card. Bam. 7.
Yeah.
Like, what? Where's your picture card? To break. It was the unbreakable dealer that I hit, and it was just nothing was working for me. And I went through that in no time, and then just went, you know something? Get me the hell out of here. But the casino was kind enough to give me and Keith a limo to get us the hell out of there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought the van was waiting for you.
No, they were very appreciative that I had not taken their money, and
they took a little of yours.
That was it. Took some of mine, threw us in a limo, and drove us back to the hotel where I got him to the room, and my girlfriend's there, and she goes, "Hi, baby, how'd you do?" And I'm like, she goes, "Oh, okay, go to sleep." Like, no stories of conquest and victory from the front, just stories of defeat.
But then he took a king and a 7 and a 4. What was I to do?
What am I going to do? Yeah, I'm going to explain it. And then there was one hand. My God, I thought I had it.
So where are we at now with you? Because everyone wants to know. It was 150,000 you were up.
That I dumped about
5.
I dumped a little over 5.
All right, so you're still in really, really good shape.
I'm still doing good.
Yeah,
I think next stop is
D.C. Got to find a casino in the Washington D.C. area.
The only gamble in D.C. is walking the streets at night. I don't want to play that game.
Yeah, with their own game in Washington D.C.
Yes, try to make it from point A to point B with your life. No, I think next stop might be a nice Caribbean adventure with a casino. So,
oh boy,
we'll give that a whirl.
I've read about those back rooms, man.
Oh no,
I've read about those back rooms.
They don't like when you take their money.
No.
Oh,
they're not going to be offering limos and private jets down there.
No, find you behind the rocks somewhere off the beach.
Oh yeah.
The guy that sells you coconut drinks during the day with a smile, and the guy that breaks your head open like the top of the coconut when he makes a drink out of it.
Dude, man, you're crazy to gamble high stakes in the Caribbean.
That'd be great.
They got some different laws down there. Their own laws.
Did you see The Serpent and the Rainbow?
Oh, no.
A creepy movie about Haiti where the guys who are like all into witchcraft and stuff. You're out of your mind to deal with those people.
Oh, is that what they're going to do?
Yeah.
Put the heebie-jeebie on me?
They don't take kindly to the high stakes.
We'll see.
Yeah. All right, we'll see. Well, the gambling thing continues. So you did all right.
You
did lose 40 G's.
No, I didn't.
Lost 40 G's.
I did not lose 40 G's. I made 40,000.
Right.
And then I gave it back.
But if you walked at that point, you would have had
money.
40 G's.
It's not your money until you go to the cage and they give it to you in greenbacks, my friend.
Like, here's something, and it's probably a really dumb question, I understand, but is there a number in your head Or is it more of a feel?
It's if it was a feel, I would have walked away. Yeah, it's pretty much a
Because the
number.
feel could have been, I'm hot. I think I could turn this into a 100.
I was really hot. I was moving, and that's
what
why.
is it going to take?
We asked the dealer. We said, "Could you raise the limit? Raise the limit." I don't like the goddamn $2,000 limit. I want like a $5,000 limit. And they said, no, we won't raise the limit. Next time you come back, Mr. Cumia.
Oh,
I
really?
go, I don't know when I'm going to be back. Come on.
Right.
Raise the limit. That's the only way you're going to really win.
But what does it take for you to, like, walk away? Because that's the whole thing with gambling. If you knew when to walk away.
To be so tired
It's
and
a tired
drunk
thing?
and exhausted, I think.
That's
but
what
I
it comes
wasn't
down to?
drinking. I was drinking club soda. And, to be just so tired that you're ahead, and you go, you know something? Let's pack it up. And then maybe you might make a couple of bets. If I feel it turning, and I'm real tired, it's the end of the night, I might make a couple of bets just to feel out if it's still on the downswing. And then if I lose a couple of bets in a row like that, I'll go, okay, pack it up. Come on.
See, I don't have the gambling bug. I like to gamble, here and there. But in my head, if I was up 10,000, it would be so easy to leave. Just 10,000.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be sitting there going, I think I could get this to 20. Like, I don't have that. I don't have that in my head.
No, it takes it's a lot of work and focus.
Right.
But then there's this identifying time where you realize luck has changed, and I saw that happen. And when I changed tables, it turned around again, and I'm like, okay, that's good. Now I'm hitting. But that turned around.
Wait, how many hands does it take before you realize luck is changing? Because you're going to lose hands. I mean, you don't just win every hand.
You see it.
It takes
even the dumb gambling I do, you just see it.
It isn't even the amount of hands you're losing. It's the way you're getting burned gets really bad. Like your big bets, because you want to win on your big bets, you want to lose on your small bets. And your big bets are just being taken away by the worst beats possible. You're sitting there going, oh, God, great. I'm sitting on a 19, and that dealer's got a friggin' 6 showing or a 5 or a 4 or something like that. And you're like, this is great. Okay, good. It looks good. They show a 6. Boom, they turn it over. It's a 5. Boom, then pull the next card. It's a picture. And they're like, 21, what the frig is going on here? and if that happens a few times in a row, not even in a row, just a few times, you realize, okay, the shoe really sucks. This is changing on me.
Yeah.
And then you got to be smart enough, I guess, to move away or leave or say you're done. But it happens.
All right. Well, there you go.
You can't win them all, as they say.
There's your update. Anthony did not take Detroit's money.
No, Detroit
officially
has beaten me.
Officially, he lost 5. How much? 7?
Probably, yeah, probably a little over 5. Probably close to 6.
All right, we'll call it 6. So you're still up 144,000 on this comedy tour.
Yeah, yeah,
You're still rocking. All right, we got lots to do today. We should talk about sports next because it was a huge weekend in
Very
sports.
busy sports weekend.
You got the Tiger Woods thing. You got the ladies playing St. Andrews.
It's St. Andrews.
We'll get into that.
The old course at St. Andrews.
We got Bonds tying Aaron, and no one really cares. We got A-Rod hitting his 500th. We got Glavin winning his 300th game. We got the big, stupid Mets apple trying to be saved. Let's just go to break, and we'll talk about sports next. It's Opie and Anthony. You're checking out the Opie and Anthony Show. Our phone number, 877-212-O&A. Let's not forget, sometime today, we're going to do free Ringtone Monday. And someone added Mania to the list. I didn't say Mania.
What did you say?
All right, free Ringtone Monday Mania.
I think you did.
I did? All right, then I apologize. Travis is pointing at me, so I must have said it.
You added the Mania tag.
Well, everything sounds better if you add Mania to
Mania.
it.
And
So
it's just like maniacal.
And this is only if Jimmy's feeling it, by the way, because it's kind of Jimmy's bit.
Yeah.
Free Ringtone Monday Mania. Sometime this morning, Jimmy will just go off and do ringtones for everybody. Hopefully recording. Actually, you don't even have to record because a lot of these will end up on the website. Then you can download them and you'll have some fine ringtones.
But you just do them over the course of the morning. When it's a moment for a ringtone, you get a ringtone. When it's not, you don't.
There you go. Easy as that.
But that's not Mania, Jimmy.
Sure it is, because Mania means that you're so
Mania is
crazy,
bells and whistles and, oh my God.
But you got to stick
This
around.
is out of control. I don't even know which one I'm going to use. There's so many.
You have such a ringtone mania that you have to listen to the whole show just to get all of them.
I like that.
Hey, it was a very busy sports weekend. A lot of.
Yes.
We don't spend too much time on sports, but we're aware of what's going on there, and we'll give you the headlines, right?
Yeah, we had a bunch of people stealing each other's thunder over the weekend.
Yeah, no
Pretty much
kidding.
what it was.
No
There
kidding.
could have just been one big thing where they were like, oh, look at that. It was like 3 things going on, maybe even more.
Yeah.
4 or 5.
Well, the big one, Barry
Tiger.
Bonds, tied Hank Aaron for the all-time home run leader. And I was thinking about this on the plane yesterday on the way back from Detroit, and I'm thinking, do I really care if Barry Bonds breaks Hank Aaron's all-time home run record? Mm-hmm. And I'm sitting there going, all right, just take a couple minutes, and do you actually care about this? No.
No.
I could give a crap. I could give a crap about the steroids. I could give a crap about all of this.
I don't know if I don't. I think I don't care, but it's just because they're both. What?
So if it was a white guy,
I see what.
Yeah.
What?
Same,
What?
Ball players.
What?
Who said that, anything about them not being white guys?
It's always has to go too far, Opie.
I'm asking what the beep is. I'm in the middle of talking about something. I'm asking what the beep is. That's all. So
that they're,
Okay, they're bleeps. So I came to the conclusion I could give a crap. I mean, so many people are doing steroids, and here's the home run call.
2-1 pitch. Bond swings and he drives one to left. Going back on this ball is Hansen. It's gone off the facing of the second level, and Barry Bonds has equaled baseball's all-time home run record, number 755 for Bonds. He does it in San Diego, and Bonds' teammates, led by the manager Bruce Bochy, are walking out to home plate as Bonds crosses home, gives a huge hug to his son Nikolai. Bonds with 755 career home runs.
And that's how it went down. And that's how it went down.
Yeah, I really didn't care. It didn't make any difference to me. I guess, if you're really into it.
And then A-Rod decided that he needed to hit his 500th finally. He was in a drought.
Yep.
And this is the A-Rod home run call.
Oh!
And the right-hander Davies is set.
By John Sterling.
Runners lead. The pitch swung on, hit high in the air, deep down the left field line. It is going to be gone. He's done it. A long high drive down the left field line, just there for a 3-run home run. Alex Rodriguez has made Major League Baseball history, the youngest player ever to hit 500 home runs. An A-bomb from A-Rod. His 500th home run, his 36th home run of the year, a 3-run home run in the first inning on Saturday, August 4th, 2007 against Kansas City, and the Yankees take a 3-0 lead.
See, these I don't know. These announcers are so aware. That sounded like a script, like he had it all written out.
I'm sure he would have known what to have said. Yeah, like
Just
he
seems
wrote
like-
it down or something.
It seems like the great home run calls from back in the day, it seemed like it was just off the cuff. You got caught up in the excitement, and you you just went with it. These guys, they're so well prepared now. They know that people are going to be playing their home run call. So that sounded like a script, like you had it in front of them for the last month.
Yeah, just waiting.
Yeah, because A-Rod was in a pretty bad slump there. There's no energy. There's nothing exciting about that.
We got here on Pal Dog an A-bomb from A-Rod, called by an a-hole.
He kept it under control too, because he knew that home run call was going to be played a ton of times today. So, and that's another reason why I don't really care about the Barry Bonds thing, because A-Rod, this is Barry Bonds' record for what, 5 years?
Yeah.
How many more home runs could Barry Bonds possibly hit? Really, Is he going to retire after this year, after he sets the record? He might play next year. Well,
Yeah.
Where are we at with that?
I have no idea.
We know he's going to be indicted in the fall, most likely. So, are you allowed to play if you're indicted?
I don't know.
Just to give you an idea, Barry Bonds was 36 when he hit his 500th home run. A-Rod just turned 32, so he's got 4 years on Barry Bonds. This record will be beat by A-Rod if he stays healthy within, 5-6 years?
Yeah.
Another reason who gives a crap, you know?
Yep.
A-Rod's a better guy. That's
You like A-Rod, Jimmy?
Yeah, he's terrific.
Oh, okay. Yeah, great.
And then we had Glavin there.
Yes.
A lot of milestones over the weekend.
For the Metropolitans.
Billy Wagner from the third base side of the rubber ready. Wagner checks second. Here's the pitch, and it's hit on the ground to second. Right at go tie. He's got it. Throws to first. Put it in the history books. Tom Glavin has become the 23rd pitcher in the history of Major League Baseball to win 300 career games.
23rd? Doesn't sound that impressive.
That didn't sound impressive.
You know, when we're 23rd in the market, the company gets mad.
Yeah, they're not like, Opie and Anthony are 23rd.
Guys, you're 23rd.
All right, keep it up. I don't know. I mean, it's impressive because it's harder to get 300 wins in a career now.
Yeah, definitely.
They don't pitch as many times within a season, and they're taken out of the game earlier and all that crap. So I don't know.
I think it'll happen, though.
What?
Another 300.
Really?
Yep.
Randy Johnson's got 284 wins.
Yeah. I'm not talking about those guys.
What?
I'm talking about robot pitchers. When we get the robot league. It's the future.
It's the
gotta
future of
happen.
baseball?
Yeah, robot league.
Robot league is on
Who
the
wouldn't
way.
watch the robot league?
But
yeah,
we're not gonna...
I'm psyched for the robot league whenever that starts. 20. Let me think. 2025 robot league.
Robot league.
Yeah,
taking over.
I'm going to date myself if this tape ever turns up somewhere.
2025, we will have the Robot League.
It's 2025. We don't.
Just to give you an idea, Pedro Martinez, 206 wins. Kenny Rogers, 210 wins.
With all that singing he does, he has time to pitch? Jeez, that guy is multi-talented.
I mean, this 300 isn't coming around anytime soon. Kurt Schilling, I thought he had more wins. 213 wins. He's got a ways to go. Jamie Moyer, 225. David Wells, who's like pitching with one leg at this point, 235. Mike Mussina, 245. And then Randy Johnson has the... is he still pitching? They traded him, right? But he's out for the rest of the season already. He's got some kind of surgery they're doing on him, so he's got 284 wins. So
that's great.
I guess
Couth surgery?
Huh?
Couth surgery? Class surgery?
I think Randy Johnson will do 300 before he retires. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Well, he's out for the rest of the year. He had some surgery, and he'll come back next year.
It's got to be career wins, not just show-ups. Jeez.
You don't think he has a shot at this point?
No.
He just needs a couple.
That's a
of
mess.
years. Also in
his stupid back.
Also in sports, and you were talking about Bernie Brewer.
Bernie Brewer. Was I talking about Bernie Brewer?
Last week, remember Bernie Brewer, the mascot?
Oh, the stupid mascot for the Brewers.
Right.
Yeah. And he's the guy that takes the slide, the big slide, and he used to slide into a big mug of beer, but because the children, are there at the ballpark, they didn't want to glamorize beer, so they took the beer away. Now this guy with the big foam head and a big mustache, and he's supposed to look like he's brewing beer, walks around on this platform like an idiot, and then he slides down the slide whenever they get a home run.
Right. And it's just awful because he doesn't end in the beer anymore.
No.
That was the whole thing, and the reason he did that. Well, I mentioned that because here in New York, they're building a new stadium for the New York Mets.
Yep, Shea Stadium. Right next to it, they're building a new stadium, and the old Shea, I guess, what are they going to do, blow it up or something?
Yeah.
Or just disassemble it slowly. Are they going to blow it up?
Yeah,
that'll rock to watch.
No, they're easy to blow up.
Yeah.
There's not much to them. There's a lot of emptiness in them.
Yeah, it's just, it pretty much is just like the walkway.
But, and I guess we got to ask this question today, like, what does every stadium do for home run calls? Because the Mets, we forgot about this until they showed it on TV this morning. Every time the Mets hit a home run, this stupid freaking apple rises up
out of a top hat.
It has a top hat on it?
See, the apple comes out of a top hat.
Okay, so there's a top hat.
Yeah, a big top hat just sits
I
there.
stopped paying attention to this thing years ago. I forgot all about this until they brought it up on the news today. And I didn't even realize they were still doing it. And I go to a couple of games every year. I don't even notice this thing anymore.
It's the dumbest
thing. So it's a huge top hat with the Mets logo on it. And every time a Met hits a home run, this dumb apple pops out of it.
Because it's the Big Apple.
And and on the top hat it says home run. Okay. And then the apple pops out, and then the Mets logo's on the apple, and then there's lights and stuff.
Yeah.
It's been the thing every time they've hit a home run for the last, 30, 40 years?
Oh, yeah. It's been there forever.
Well, the thing barely works, according to who? Travis or Danny? One of these guys was there recently and saw this thing. It's in, like, this is all plywood and crap.
They would know things that barely work.
And they want to save the apple.
Who?
Because the Mets organization is like, enough with the dumb apple.
Yeah, let's move
stop.
on.
Just move on. Let's come up with something maybe a little cooler that we could do every time the Mets hit a home run. And they want to save this dumb thing. For what reason, we don't know.
You know what? I'll give you the reason. Because no matter what happens...
Tradition?
People cling on to this stupid sense of tradition that because the goddamn thing has been there for over 30 years, that it should be there when they build the new stadium.
Right.
Just for that fact, because it's been there long enough. If you put something somewhere long enough, people aren't going to want you to move it. Doesn't matter what the hell it is. Robot League. Can't wait. I can't wait. Robot ain't going to stand for a stupid hat and an apple.
I like Robot League.
Robot League.
But
it's waiting.
But they're only going to play like one out.
No, what do you mean? They'd be good.
Yeah, but see, the pitchers would be perfect.
And the hitters would
But the hitters would be perfect. So what happens?
Lots of home runs.
All
That's
right,
why I'm
lots of home
saying.
runs, but
Hank Aaron's record, done in a week.
But robot pitcher better than robot home run hitter? Like, who wins that battle?
It all depends on who's tuning up the robots. See, that's it. You got a bunch of geek mechanics in locker rooms now.
But how does
they're not locker rooms anymore. They look like car repair bays.
Oh, nice.
And there's just a lot of and it's like, they're trying to put the arm on that right-hander. You know, they put a new arm on him.
Right.
And they ship him out there.
How does robot pitcher get like the edge over the robot home run hitter?
Well, with their eyes, they could kind of look in and know what the whole robot hitter's record is.
Okay.
So they could back up. They got like Bluetooth.
All right, but
they can communicate with each other.
But then the robot pitcher gets the weakness of the hitter. But then doesn't the robot hitter adjust to that?
He could.
See, that's where the problem is.
He probably would know what the pitch is going to be before it even comes out because he's Bluetoothed with the pitcher.
So that's the problem with your robot league, is what I'm getting at.
Love it.
You need some kind of free thinking involved.
Look, dude, if I had all the answers, we'd be watching Robot League baseball right now.
So you think they're still figuring out?
They're still working on it.
They're tweaking this
2025 Robot League. Look for it.
All right.
I'm so psyched.
So what's that website? SaveTheApple.com so the rest of America can...
SaveTheApple.com.
So the rest of America can see
.com.
How ridiculous this is. SaveTheApple.com because the Big Apple loves Big Apple.
No, it doesn't.
I don't even know what the F the Apple means as far as New York goes. The Big Apple. What does that mean?
Why is it the Big Apple?
What does that mean?
We get that. I like the Empire State. Have a big building come out of a hat. It is stupid.
All right. Our phone number is 877-212-O&A. Let's go to Brandon in Michigan. What's up, Brandon?
Hey, guys. How you doing?
Hey.
Hey, drove 2 hours to get to the show on Saturday.
Yeah.
Well worth it. You guys rocked.
Yeah, it was a great show up there.
Oh, heck yeah. It was the best show I've ever been to, and I hope to see you guys out next year.
Yeah, I think we would come back to Detroit. We couldn't believe.
I've got to get my money back.
Yeah, we're going back just so Anthony doesn't get a loss as far as his gambling goes.
Hey, Jimmy.
Yes.
Hey, I had the tall blonde girlfriend who sat on your lap and you signed her boobies for her.
Oh, the one with the short black dress, dark dress?
Yeah, with the pinstripes.
Yeah, she was lovely.
She was very excited to see you. I even sent some pictures out to your email.
Oh, thank you.
A lot more girls listening to the show and showing up at appearances than the old days.
Yeah, it's good to say.
Yeah.
Because we were kind of getting sick of the sausage factory that was becoming our events.
Yeah.
Let's go to Bruce in Philly. What's up, Bruce?
Hey, boys, what's going on?
Hey, man.
Just want to let you know what we do down here in Philly when there's a home run.
Is it worse than the stupid apple popping out of the...
It's pretty close. Back in the old Vet Stadium, they used to have this very large Liberty Bell out there, and you used to hear this fake gong. Well, in the new stadium, they've upgraded it. It's now an electronic bell that wiggles back and forth, but it's strategically located right above the Citizens Bank sign, so everyone knows who the sponsor is of the ballpark.
Oh, so you hear the bell, you instantly look up, and there you got Citizens Bank staring you in the face.
And then you get to see what corporate America has done to sports in general. Great.
Sponsor everything.
That's wonderful. That's why I don't give a crap about the whole steroid thing.
Yeah, well, anyway.
Is that worse than a stupid apple popping out of a top hat, though?
Yeah,
No.
I would agree with you. I don't think it's that bad, but it gets close.
Go to Save the Apple to see how lame this thing is.
And the apple's just this decrepit, patched up mess.
Yeah. They showed a close-up of it. It's all dented and stuff. Where engineers are kicking it because it's not working.
Get the apple up.
Get the apple up, right.
They actually took the bell from the old Veterans Stadium, and it's outside of the stadium as a tourist distraction, believe it or not. More like
tourist distraction?
Tourist attraction.
Right.
It's all rusted. Anyway, boys, can't wait to see you in Camden.
Oh, right on. September 15th, yes. We got 3 comedy shows left. Washington, Jersey, and Philly. Brought to you by Bud Light, always worth it. And hopefully we'll update the MySpace page, Virus Tour, one word, to get all your updates and what's going on in the last 3 cities. All right there, Bruce.
Take care.
Thank you. Oh, I thought we were going to go to Pittsburgh, but maybe after the break. Okay. Our phone number, 877-212-ONA. It's Opie and Anthony. Hey, good morning. You're checking out the Opie and Anthony Show. Phone number, 877-212-ONA. People got a couple questions about your robot baseball there, Anthony.
Okay.
Dave in Pennsylvania, what's up?
Yo, ONA, what's up, boys?
Hey, man.
Anthony, I love the idea of Robot League, but I have a question for you.
Yes, sir.
How does Robot League react when robot pitcher punches robot wife in the face outside of a restaurant?
I don't know. That'll be interesting. It's not till 2025. But I don't think robots will have wives.
Why not?
But they'll just
have to be robot wives.
They might. You think there'll be robot baseball league groupies like there are now?
Well, you won't need wives because you're not going to have little robot kids, right? Because the robots are just going to be built somewhere else.
That's why it's so much more economical. They could just put them away, like instead of a bus. Like they got like a vehicle like in Star Wars where the little things come out and then a little carousel drops them down and they start playing ball.
Yeah,
that's it.
All right, sir.
Don't question it.
By the way, it is Pot Talk Monday, so I guess we're
Pot Talk Monday.
We're right in the middle of Pot Talk. Bill in Pittsburgh, what's going on?
Oh, no, what's going on, boys?
Hey, Bill.
Hey, I was just thinking, there was a game back in the day called Base Wars. It was robots that played baseball, and you could equip them with bats and guns and everything else.
Guns?
Guns?
Yeah.
That'd be an interesting part of the game.
The bases and fight each other.
There it is, Base Wars. But that's just silly. I'm talking traditional baseball played with robots.
Yeah, that's a little different. You can't add weapons to baseball.
Not changing the rules or anything. Just the players, robots.
Let's go to Jason in Arizona. Jason, what's going on?
Hey, nothing, man. I just want to talk about the little robot thing here.
Okay.
I saw a Twilight Zone episode with the pitcher. He was a robot. And I guess it's like he was too good, so they made him get a heart. I guess it was the rule book or whatever. And he just felt bad for being a perfect pitcher, and they just screwed him up. So.
That's right. I do remember that one.
Wait, so how did this go?
They had a pitcher, and he was a robot, and they put him in, and he was just great. And it was a real bum team. and they needed help, so they got this robot pitcher, and then he was kicking ass. He's just striking everyone out. And then the league said, you can't have a robot. It's, he's got to at least have a heart, some kind of heart.
So let me guess.
To make a human. So they gave him a heart, and then he couldn't bring himself to strike out so many people because he started feeling badly for them and became a crappy robot pitcher.
But it's the Twilight Zone, so then what? He went on a killing spree?
No, Rod Serling came out and smoked a cigarette and then died of cancer.
Yeah, but that dumb Twilight Zone, all those stories were great, but then the last twist made you not sleep at night. They always had the stupid twist.
I love those ones.
You're going to be dead, by morning or some dumb thing.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah.
I like the one with the glasses. With all the time in the world. We're after a nuclear war. This guy locked himself in a vault, and he comes out, and he was not a people person. It was Burgess Meredith. And he just liked to read. That's all he liked to do. So he went to the library and grabbed all these books and piled them up and put them all in sections of books he wants to read. And as he's starting to look at all the books, he bends down for something, and his glasses fall off and break. And he's blind without his glasses.
Yeah.
So he shot himself in the head.
See, that's what I mean. That's what I mean.
I think he'd find some glasses on a body and just put them on.
I know, but he really couldn't see. Like, they showed his point of view, and it was just completely out of focus. The guy was just doomed. He'd have been tripping over everything. Couldn't even see glasses.
Well, couldn't he just hold them up to his face and walk around?
They were completely destroyed.
Why?
Because Rod Serling wrote it that way. He's a prick. Rod Serling.
Yeah, stupid Rod. He doesn't give you any hope whatsoever. That guy.
Rod Serling was like sitting, he was just off to the side smoking a butt.
Right.
From the beginning. Why couldn't he help him out? But he disappears as the show goes on.
But if he helped him out, then, the ratings wouldn't be good, and we wouldn't be talking about the Twilight Zone in the year 2000.
A million years later.
Hey, what do you got on St. Andrews? Like, you don't really follow golf?
No.
I was going to say sports, but that's not true. But you don't follow golf, and all of a sudden you were way into the women playing at St. Andrews.
Well, after casino night, when I finally did wake up, I didn't have the energy to grab the remote.
Right.
And golf was on. But that was after the hip-hop abs infomercial.
They had hip-hop abs?
I sat through the whole hip-hop abs infomercial, which is ridiculous. They got some guy who, as I see him, I believe he is gay, but perhaps he isn't. I don't know. This African-American
there it is. Hip-hop abs.
Hip-hop abs.
Get flat, sexy abs without ever doing a single crunch or sit-up. How the F?
Oh, dude. And they show these people doing the hip-hop thing.
Right.
And they have, let me show you some moves like the flavor.
All right, what's the flavor?
And they're doing that. And get busy. That's another one of the moves. Do you think I could do those moves?
Wait, so you watched an ab infomercial?
Hip-hop abs.
And you didn't do one crunch?
I was laying down. I was watching through one eye, like sleeping, but laughing at these people that they had on there.
So the women had to be the women had to be really hot then.
No, they weren't. There was one, the woman hosting it is hot. And you can tell she didn't do one thing of hip-hop abs.
Right.
She's at the gym, really working out.
Doing 1,000 crunches a day.
Then they show some housewife, going, I lost 5 inches and a dress size. It was funny. She goes, my jeans used to be a size 14. I was like, I'm size 14. But I was watching that and laughing because they think they're getting hot abs by dancing to hip-hop music. And it ain't working. And then golf came on. And it was the women's golf, which,
British Open, I believe.
Yeah.
I think.
And it was from the old course at St. Andrews.
That's the only
in Scotland.
That's the only reason you cared.
And it is the only reason I cared.
A little Caddyshack action.
All I was thinking was Judge Smales saying that with his stupid jacket on. Just want you to know, Lacey, this jacket was given to me by the Knights of the Links of St. Andrews. They called it Goff without the L. They invented the game. And every second of it, I'm just looking at it thinking, golf without the L.
Right.
But that course is ridiculous. It was raining, cold, and windy as hell. And you could just, hit the ball, and it goes off a cliff into the ocean.
Yeah.
And ends up in, Germany or somewhere. I don't know where the hell it is.
It's eaten by the Loch Ness Monster.
Yeah. And the sand traps are ridiculous. We got sand traps here. You know, it's fine. You hit it in the sand. You knock it out, whatever. They're sand traps that are like foxholes. They're like military foxholes.
I told you during the break, I think they're old dinosaur prints.
Yeah. There's no way you're hitting a ball out of those traps. They're deep, and the sides go straight up. But this, I guess this Mexican broad, she's pretty good.
I don't know.
I just know from watching.
I just
know what her name is.
I just know that Michelle Wee girl, and she's a bust.
Yeah.
She was supposed to be like the female Tiger Woods, and she's doing nothing.
Ain't doing it?
Nah.
What's that? Ochoa. Ochoa. That's her name, her last name. She's from Mexico.
And she won the whole thing?
Yeah, she's like, she was kicking ass or something. I can't tell. I think they have to remove their left breast so they could get a good swing. If they're really dedicated to the game, they would do that.
Hey, it's Pot Talk Monday.
Come on. Remove that. Because you know something? When you're doing that backswing, that breast is going to get in the way. You're going to have to carve that off. I would think if they took it off.
If the breast gets in the way, though.
Didn't the Amazon women used to do that to get a better pull on their bow? They would chop off their right breast so they could pull the arrow back.
But if the breast gets in the
Rumor
way,
has it.
we have some golf experts out there. What would that mean? Like, would you be slicing or hooking?
I think you'd be pushing it, so you'd
We
probably
have to come back around into the ball.
You'd probably be hooking that thing.
Yeah. So if you have big boobies, you're hooking it?
Big boobs ain't playing golf.
Well, unless you kind of adjust for the hook.
That might work.
Maybe there's a big-breasted broad on the LPGA that adjusts for the hook because their boobs get in the way.
See, I don't know enough about the LPGA to know if there are big-breasted girls. Like this Ochoa girl, she had small breasts.
Flat as a board?
So I think that helps her out. Or they might wear these sports bras that really squeeze.
I think there's a rule that if you have big boobies, you're not allowed to play.
You can play?
Yeah, because the other girls get jealous.
It's distracting.
Yeah.
So they're walking around, bouncing around.
I think they allow full Bs. That's about it.
And you could hide golf balls in there and then drop them without people knowing.
Yeah.
If you lose your ball. Just dumping balls out of your cleavage.
That's stupid St. Andrews. I took a little...
St. Andrews.
I did take a peek. That is just a horrible part of the world.
Ugh.
They're already in the middle of winter. It's not even supposed to be winter yet.
No wonder they drink.
They all have, rain gear.
Yeah, they were all in this rain gear. It looked freezing. Like one of the girls would get her club and then pull her collar up around her neck.
Yeah.
And sitting there just freezing cold trying to whack the ball. Ugh, just awful. And it was this misty rain that was ice cold. They're on the I guess the channel. Mm-hmm. And it's just wind blowing in.
And you can't even go swimming. It's all rocky. The water is like ice water. There's cliffs.
So you could die playing.
You can't even get down to the beach even if you wanted to.
There's no beach there.
It's just raining constantly. They gave up on building anything new. It's like, we got castles that are 600 years old.
Yeah, screw it. That's what they said. It's 600 years that course has been there. They've been playing on that course for 600 years. Could you just imagine, who was playing there? Some knight with his sword.
What animals were alive 600 years ago?
Oh, my God. The Brontosaurus was alive and well 600 years ago.
Woolly mammoths?
Woolly mammoths, plenty of them.
When did we lose the woolly mammoth there, E-Rock? Do a little research. I want to know if, you could be playing golf back then and a woolly mammoth that just happens to, walk across a course somewhere.
I'm saying the last woolly mammoth was probably around 50,000 years ago.
No.
I'm going to say 50,000 years ago for a woolly mammoth.
I think Professor Anthony's going to be off.
Dan, you know?
No, I was going to guess 10.
10,000?
I think it's less than that.
Less than 10,000?
Yeah, I think the last one died off right around the Revolutionary War.
In the 1700s. A woolly mammoth.
I've seen them in museums. They can't be that old.
No. I'm saying 50 G's.
Oh, my.
12,000?
Died out at the end of the, 12,000 years ago.
It's a push, sort of.
But a small population survived on St. Paul Island in Alaska up until 6,000 BC.
Wow.
Well, yeah.
Hot Dog Monday.
Well, yeah.
I didn't know that.
All right.
10,000 years. That's barely a minute.
Oh, boy.
What douches woolly mammoths are? Just hairy elephants. How embarrassing.
That's what they were. Hairy elephants.
Who likes them?
Oh, imagine the stuff that would get stuck to them under that tail. Oh, it's bad enough on like your cat. How you have to chase him around the house because he ate a little tinsel. Dragging around click-clacks.
Animals are just dumb. They have their own crap pasted to their fur.
Back here. I don't know what's going on, but that cat's dragging some stinky sausage links on glittery string.
Cat's ashamed. Just trying to get rid of it.
Yeah, just trying to get rid of it.
Embarrassed.
Cats are just constantly, don't look at me, don't look at me, don't look at me. I'm ashamed. Free Ringtone Monday. Here's the official sweeper.
Oh.
It's Free Ringtone Manic Monday.
Ring, ring-a-ling, lang. Ring, ring-a-ling, ring.
On the Opie and Anthony Show.
Did they say Free Ringtone Manic Monday?
I think so. Oh, no.
It's Free Ringtone Mania.
Well, officially it's free.
It's just another manic Free Ringtone Monday.
It's free Ringtone Monday Mania.
Yeah.
And if it's mania, why does he only play one ringtone? That doesn't imply mania.
No.
Nothing mania about what he put together. I think this is the first one we don't like.
Throw it against the wall.
All right.
There it is. Make a new one.
It's awful promo mania Monday.
We're big radio stars. Make another one.
Manic?
And get no credit for it.
You know he wasn't sure of the manic part. Like, was it manic? I think it was manic. I'll just throw it in instead of asking.
Is that mark going to go away?
Oh, no. You've ruined the window.
And please tell me that mark's going to go away.
Yeah. Some kind of bulletproof glass. He goes,
Oh, no, come on.
Nah, a little Windex will take care of that.
Yeah, we're good. All right, we're good.
Plastic is softer than...
Hey, it's gone. I don't want Tom running in here. Tom, no problem. There's no scratches on the dunking booth.
The dunking booth.
Hey, before we take a break, we haven't even really talked about how great What the Hell Is That was.
Oh,
it was
disgusting.
We didn't have any faith in What the Hell Is That this time around. We weren't getting the phone calls like the first time we did it. And then in the end, it all just came together nicely.
Yep. And some great contestants.
To the point we want to bring it back sooner than later.
Yeah.
We want to do one within another month or two.
Had some disgusting afflictions.
But the
vomit-inducing.
Huh?
Vomit-inducing afflictions.
I was thinking about that contest, and I was thinking that the poor guy that had his nostril ripped off his face by his dog, he went in to just kiss his dog goodnight, and the dog just ripped off his face.
Bit his nose off.
Pretty much bit a whole nostril completely off and left a hole between his nostril and his lip. I mean, just awful. I don't even know, but he was trying to do...
some kind of English...
Here, there's the picture, Jimmy. He was trying to do the right thing. He brought a dog home.
Yeah.
That probably had problems back in the day. Obviously, the problems were he doesn't want anyone kissing him.
Yeah.
He's molested.
That's what I hinted at to this fine owner. And now
he worked for Ving Rhames, I hear.
Oof, that story's pretty wild.
Want you to sick the dogs on him.
Guy was found dead with bull mastiffs and peanut butter all over his lap. Date gone wrong.
What was it, a worker at Vin Rhames' house?
Yeah, something happened.
The dogs attacked him and killed him?
I think the workers found the dead guy.
Yeah.
I don't know who the dead guy was, though.
Yeah, I don't know. It was a worker on Vin Rhames' property. But getting back to this guy, so he loses his nostril, and what you're seeing there, Jimmy, is that's his new nostril growing in, which used to be part of his cheek.
They're building it out of his cheek.
Yeah, the picture's up on our website. And this is what I was thinking. So we do What the Hell Is That? This guy comes in to share with us. He gets his nostril ripped off his face. Now they have to take part of his cheek to build a new nostril and build a nose for the guy, or half a nose. And the guy came in second place.
Second place. Eventually, they're going to cut that off and remold it into the side of his nostril.
Yeah. It's amazing.
They built it out of his cheek and some of his leg.
And I guess it's going to look pretty good in the end.
We'll see.
You don't have faith in this thing?
Zero faith.
Why? What seems to be the issue here?
Look.
It's a bit big right now, but they'll shave it down or something,
It looks like they made a nostril out of Hubba Bubba.
Yeah, well, it's stretched across his face because they said what the name was, some kind of bridge thing, and then they'll shape it when they have enough meat there.
What they do there is they take a little piece of his leg, they sew it up to his nose and then to his cheek, so it gets blood flow. And then it lives for a while like that. And then they cut it off and then slap it to his side of his nose and bend it around so it kind of looks like, the side of your nostril.
Right.
It's amazing what they're doing these days, but when he's at this point, kind of looks silly.
Yeah.
When he's in that transitional phase.
He came in second place. And the winner was the guy with the bump, the tumor, what was that?
A pus-filled lump on the top of his head.
Jimmy, that's...
Oh, God, I can't even look at it.
Yeah, but that picture doesn't do it justice. I'm sorry.
Enough, because I saw it.
That bump is a lot bigger than the picture showing.
It's flaky.
Oh, there you go. There it is. Oh, my God.
It's flaky, and it's full of this green, brown, and red pus. And the doctor took his gloves and squeezed it, and it went all over the guy's hair and left this globule of it on top of the actual mound on his head. And Bob Kelly vomited profusely.
And that's what we want
when
to
he
play
saw
today.
it.
Just in case you missed it. But
what was it? Did he say
well,
what it was?
I was just about to ask that, too. Did we find out what this was?
A pod from the Gremlins. I guess what it looked like when they opened up.
Well, what was this?
It was some type of cyst that was infected on his head. Have that removed. Unless you enjoy squeezing pus out of your head every so often.
It was so, it was just, like you said, flaky. Like, it looked like it was, like, dandruff that just built up over time. And it was just layers and layers and layers of, like, dandruff, scraping off this thing.
It was under so much pressure that when the doctor barely, squeezed it, it just exploded. Oh. This pussy, see? Doesn't it give you the heebie-jeebies?
Yeah. Well,
so disgusting. That guy deserved to win.
And he won, and this is what happened, I think, when we popped this thing. Bob Kelly was in studio. Listen to this.
Oh, wow.
Wait, I want to see this. Wait, can you guys do it over here?
What the hell is that?
See, that's why the show's called What the Hell Is That?
What is that?
Is it leaking pus right now?
It would if I squeezed it.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, my God. I can't look. Holy crap.
Oh, my God. This is awesome.
Don't even show me a picture. Get out of here.
What the hell is that?
Bob Kelly's vomiting. Bob Kelly's vomiting. Bobby's puking.
It looks like...
Oh, Bobby's puking already. It took the first guy.
Bobby, come over here.
On what the hell is that?
Bobby.
Dude, that would squirt across the room, I bet.
Hold on a minute.
How far have you gotten it? Have you gotten it all over the mirror and stuff?
You hear Bob Kelly just losing the background. We learned a long time ago the guy has a very weak stomach.
Very weak.
So then Bob Kelly is just so annoyed that he's seeing this. And he continues here.
It sort of exploded once in front of me, and I had to dust some particles off the mirror.
Wait, you got to
get
a hat. Just get a hat. Bobby,
come over here.
It's bad for your hair to wear a hat all the time.
Oh, Bobby.
Shave your head and fix that.
Bobby, come here.
Sew it up. I've seen
Bobby, come over here.
Sew it up. Get a friggin' syringe like Rambo and sew that up.
I hope we have the line where Bob just screams out, "Somebody help him." In desperation, Bob Kelly just starts yelling, "Somebody help him." And then we got Bobby puking again over this whole thing. Your pal, you got to see this. This is something you don't see.
Oh, look at him. His eyes are tearing. He's all wet.
Bobby's coming over.
It's not that bad.
Come on, Bobby.
Get him.
Bobby has a very weak stomach for the new listeners.
Yeah, Bobby really doesn't like this at all. He gets the heebie. Nobody. You're right, Bobby.
You might want.
We're still on regular radio, Bobby.
Bobby,
sorry.
That's okay.
Bobby's got tears in his eyes. All right, Bobby, check.
Tears in his eyes, I guess, as he looks at this lump.
Look at this.
It's like jumping in a pool.
All right, look at this.
Give me a second.
All right,
Give me a second.
Look at this.
All right, give me a second.
All right, here he goes. Bobby's looking.
Coming up. Here we go.
He took one look, ran off with his bucket, and is puking in the corner. Oh, he's got a weak stomach, man.
I'm freaking hole in his head. Will you get over here? It's not a zit. It's a hole in that kid's head. What? Somebody needs to help him.
Yeah, that's the line there.
Somebody needs to help him.
He can't talk. His eyes were all watery.
It's amazing. He could puke that easily just seeing something like that. And then finally it ends with this clip from Bob Kelly.
Can you pop this in? I want to see something squirt out. Come here.
Oh, Jesus. Don't aim it at me.
Right over there. I mean, you can...
Aim it over there.
Well, just give it a little squeeze. All right, guys, I'm right here. There we go.
Oh, God damn. I'm going to throw up. I'm going to puke.
No.
Oh. Oh, it's in his hair. Oh, God. Oh, Bobby is puking. The pus squirted out. It's in his hair. Oh, my God. Oh, God, there's a big lump of pus on his head. Oh, Jesus. No. Everyone go home. Oh, Bobby's puking.
No joke, dude. Bobby is puking, and he had an empty stomach.
Huge gob of pus squirted out of that thing and went into his hair.
This is the worst show This is the worst show I've ever been on.
And we're back live. There you go. He makes the best puking noises. I thought Pat from Menaki made some good puking noises, but Bob Kelly, man, that's...
He was so genuinely disgusted by it.
Yeah.
So was I. I could not take it.
For me, it goes from disgusting to just so funny that it's not disgusting anymore.
Well, thank God Bobby was here, and I was able to laugh at that because that guy's pus shooting out of his head.
Yeah, when the
disgusting.
green brownish pus came, flying out like that, I was skeeved out. But then I started listening to Bob Kelly, and I was back in.
That's like a primitive animal's defense mechanism.
Yeah,
they squirt pus from their head to chase away predators.
So there you go. What the hell is that? It was a huge success, and we're already taking contestants for the next one.
Yeah.
What do these people have to do? Just get a hold of Travis, I guess?
Yeah, Travis at Foundry Music.
Travis at foundrymusic.com.
What do you got? What's your affliction? There could be a prize waiting for you. That guy walked away with an iPhone.
And we had some other guys that were great, too, but after that...
Yep.
We're barely remembering the poor guy that's getting a nostril,
nostril job.
Being built for his face.
And then tell me one other guy. Scarback, where the scar came out of nowhere. Yeah, that grew overnight. That scar came out of nowhere. His skin mutated into scar tissue overnight. Yeah, and they don't really know why that happens. That's got to be wonderful. Something like that, if I remember correctly. And then you had the lump head. And then you had the lump head because glass was still coming out of his head years after a car accident. He got into a car crash, and he was pulling glass out of his head for years later. He was feeling the lump one day, and he shaved his head. And the barber actually went, "What's this?" and pulled this big chunk of glass out of his head. Yeah.
So his body was pushing
the glass out, pushing it out of his head.
Not good enough to win though. Pus head.
No, pus head. It's all about pus head.
That guy has two uvula. Right. The little punching bag in your throat.
All right. We got to take a break, but Tim came back in to update the promo for free Ringtone Monday Mania.
Didn't say a word either. Came in, threw it down, and walked out.
Oh, is he mad?
I think he's annoyed.
It's free Ringtone Monday Mania!
Ring, ring-a-ling-lang-lang. Ring, ring-a-ling, ring, ding-a-ding, ring, ding-a-ding. Ring, ding-a-ding, ring, ding-a-ding.
On the Opie and Anthony Show.
I've heard that one many times. The ring, ding-a-ding, ring, ding-a-ding.
All right. There you go. We got the official sweeper now. It's more with us, Opie and Anthony, in just a bit.
Welcome back to the Opie and Anthony Show. The Opie and Anthony virus spreading across these great United States of America. And, of course, James Nortain, acclaimed writer, author of his tome, Happy Endings. Greetings.
The agony of defeat on TV.
Yes.
Over and over again.
We were just watching that skateboarder. What a
On the
tool.
X Games, he fell, 45 feet?
45 feet. Went up one of those huge ramps. I guess it was a height competition. You know, see how much air you can get. And he went up and, man, just lost his board and ends up plummeting.
What's great about the X Games is really no rules. It's a new sport for the most part.
Shame!
Compared to all the other sports. And they're just making up crap every year that's getting more and more insane.
Yeah. How high can you get on a skateboard? So this guy was just flying.
Go ahead, son.
Goes up the ramp, and they have a whole, little thing of how high you went.
Yeah.
On the side.
He was pushing 20 feet above the
lip.
The lip of the ramp.
Yep. And then he lost the skateboard and sort of was doing this, look, I'm running in midair thing. I hope this helps me. Damn that gravity.
He did that for about 10 seconds as he plummeted back to the ramp.
Plummeted to the ramp. He hit on kind of the back of his heels first, and both of his shoes flew off. I lost my shoes. His shoes fell off, and then he hit right on his ass, and then bam, his head hit on the wood. He still was wearing his helmet, or he would have been dead, but he got knocked the F out. Just knocked out, gone, ragdolled.
And they're calling him the agony of defeat, or the headline's agony of defeat. He's a hero now. Everyone knows his name.
What's his name? Because I don't know it. I was like, I wish they'd show his name, so at least we could say who the hell he was. But
Chip Nance.
Chip Nance.
Yeah.
We'll call him that. Thanks, Jim. Good name.
He's Chip Nance, the skater.
So Chip Nance. Chip Nance.
They're going to have to add...
I bet he's got a stupid name like that.
They're going to have to add parachutes to the X Games. It's just...
Steve's writing me a note.
No one cares. No one cares.
Love your taste of your...
No one cares.
Could you please in my...
I was trying to be hopeful.
I don't know.
Huh?
What's his name?
Jake
Brown.
Jake Brown. Ask me again and I'll knock you down.
All right. Hey, by the way, this coming in from Buffalo today. What's up, Buffalo? Chocolate Rain has made the Buffalo news, so there you go.
Oh, yeah?
It's officially
Chocolate Rain.
a phenomenon. And they did something on E.
Yeah.
Yeah, about Chocolate Rain. It's just taking over the world.
It was this guy Fuzzy in Connecticut saying it wasn't a height competition. Why would they have like a measuring thing?
Fuzzy.
Hey, Fuzzy, my friend, what was that then?
Yeah, what it was, it's a trick competition. You know how he goes down that long ramp, and then he's got to do a trick into the quarter pipe,
right,
and then a trick at the other end of the quarter pipe. And he pulled off a reverse 720 when he went in, but then when he went out, he got the speed wobbles on the way up, and that was his demise right there.
It looked like he went to grab the front of his board and kind of couldn't get the front of it to come.
No, man, it was obvious. He got the speed wobble.
He got the speed wobble.
He got the speed wobble, and that took him out. But his shoes flying off were like explosive. It's hilarious.
Yeah, his shoes went flying, man. They got to make shoes that don't come off when bad things happen to you. Because like every time someone gets hit by a car, the news shows those shoes on the street. You fly out of your goddamn shoes, no matter how tightly they're tied.
The worst is when you see somebody's pants ripped down from a car.
Oh, yeah.
Like when they've been hit by a car and their trousers have been pulled down and their shoes are still on, so the pants buckle down and pull over the shoes.
It looks like you're walking out to the linen closet for a new roll of TP because you forgot it. You're doing the shuffle.
Here's the official explanation. After pulling off a difficult 720 over the ramp's 70-foot gap, he launched up the adjacent quarter pipe and immediately lost control. Plunging face first, his legs pedaling wildly, Brown turned over in the air and landed on his tailbone with his head and limbs hitting soon after. He knew how to fall. He figured out how to get his body sort of around so he could survive the damn thing.
Yeah.
Because everyone, when you fall from any type of distance, you definitely try to fall on your side, no matter what.
Do you?
Oh,
I think people instinctively try to land on their feet.
No, that'll
like
F
I
you up.
think it's I know, but I think it's an instinct. Like other people know
you would
not to do that, but
you would really fall on your feet.
Well, there's a what they call a PLF, so like parachute landing fall, and you know you hit your feet first, and then you bend, and then your knees, and then your hip, and then your shoulder. So you do kind of a roll thing, and it absorbs the shock over more parts of your body.
Anytime I've ever had a fall, I always try to fall onto my like shoulder and side. No way.
That would screw your organs up.
Supposedly, if you land on your feet from help us out. Somebody out there is an expert.
I'm not talking like the roof of this building.
Your leg bones could go right up and kill you.
Yeah, well, let me tell you something.
If you're too high
if
up.
that's going to happen,
like if he tried to
land on your side, you're getting so many internal injuries.
I think I'm going to say it's better to fall on your side from that distance, the distance he did, especially.
Falling contest.
Let's go.
Me and Ope. Come on. Let's start with the couch. It's good 1 foot, 1.5 feet.
My friend used to do karate, and he said that the way to fall, it's hard to do, is when you're falling, just release all of your tension. Fall. Like, let yourself hit the ground, but don't tense. He goes, when you tense up is when you get really hurt. But he might have been wrong. But I'm just saying that's what you're supposed to do, is just not tense up.
All right, we need an expert on falling. Is it better to fall? It depends on how many feet are we talking? 10 feet? 10 feet you could land on your feet.
10 feet, I'm thinking the best... Dude, you gotta spread the energy over as much of your body as possible without any one part taking all the impact. So when you land on your feet, I'm not saying stiff leg your knee, lock those kneecaps and land on your feet. Like you land on your feet, you bend your knees, you absorb that energy, then you hit your hip, which your butt part of your hip, and then you kind of do a roll over on your shoulder. You know, you're kind of absorbing all the energy.
Yeah.
That's what the old parachutists used to do there. I don't think they still do because they got those nice chutes where you could just kind of like land on your feet while you're running. But the old World War II guys, they would do what's called a PLF. And they came down pretty hard, those guys. And did a little roll.
They're experts, the World War II guys.
I think you just come home land on your hip like that or on your side. Oof.
What if you land on a rock? What if you do that and your ankle hits a rock or your hip hits like a little pebble?
Nazis are shooting your ass. Yeah, that's pretty much what will happen.
Let's go to Jared in Boston.
I'm sure a lot of guys are all ready for battle and just snap. There, now you got a broken leg behind enemy lines. Godspeed.
Good luck to you, bro. Jared, what's up?
Ew. Chocolate rain. He'll never ever try that trick again.
Chocolate rain.
I hate to say it, but we might have to retire the chocolate rain thing. Wow. It was
the
on
helmet kept us from seeing his brain. Chocolate rain.
Chocolate rain.
It was featured on VH1's Best Week Ever, and then I'm getting this from the instant feedback. John from Kansas City. These hacks in Kansas City. The Dick Dale Show on 96.5.
Hey!
On 96.5, The Buzz are playing Chocolate Rain now. Please come to KC, boys.
All right, we're...
Every radio station in America is now onto the Chocolate Rain thing.
Retire it. Hoist the number to the rafters.
Chocolate Rain.
Bye-bye.
Oh, no.
It's a hack bit now.
Then again, what we do with it, though, is we rhyme awful things to it.
Yeah.
I'm sure the Dick Dale Show isn't rhyming awful things to it.
Was he?
Huh?
He wasn't doing that, was he?
No, I don't think so.
It says here, bend your E-Rock came at this, bend your knees. Possibly nothing is more important to surviving a fall than bending your knees. Research has shown that having one's knees bent at impact can reduce the magnitude of impact forces 36-fold.
Wow.
Well, what's one-fold?
I don't know.
36 folds.
Like the worst way to hit concrete is to point your toes down, like when you're doing a straight dive, like in ballerina form.
Oh my God,
that doesn't help.
I know what it means. Your legs fold up 36 times.
All right, we're getting a lot of people calling in now. They're all saying the same thing. Legs work as shock absorbers. If you bend them. All right,
and don't split like you're doing a split. Like don't open.
No, never do that.
And try to land on your testicles. That's never good for a fall. Imagine if that was someone's strategy.
I'm just gonna spread my legs apart.
My testicles will absorb the impact. That's what they're there for.
Bill from Waterford is saying, the Dick Dale Show. The show should be attacked for having an awful name. Let's find out about Dick Dale in Kansas City. Poor Dick Dale. His phones are going to start ringing, and he's not even going to know why.
Why are my phones ringing?
Hey, Matt in South Carolina, off the instant feedback. You were talking about the left boob getting in the way. Where'd you get that theory from?
What, the one where they cut it off, the Amazon women?
No, the LPGA.
Oh, because I was watching them golf, and you know how guys do that backstroke, and the left arm stays pretty close to their chest.
Yeah.
You know?
But you didn't hear this anywhere, right?
Oh, hell no. I got a microphone. I make up my own crap.
Someone is backing you up, and God, I hope we can find this clip. Matt in South Carolina, supposedly back in 1995, Ben Wright, who is a CBS golf broadcaster, said the following.
Oh, uh-oh.
Please, I pray this is right or true. Women are handicapped by having boobs. He wouldn't say boobs, though, would he?
Boobs.
He would have to say breasts, no?
Oh,
I'm obsessed with this now. I need to find audio.
Where's this quote?
Women are handicapped by having boobs. It's not easy for them to keep their left arm straight, and that's one of the tenets of the game. Their boobs get in the way.
I think I remember hearing something like that.
Find that clip.
There was a lot of controversy there.
Find that clip.
Just make a commitment to your sport and lop it off. You still have the right one, but the left one's got to go. You got to be. She'll quit the game.
Let's say hi to Matt in Boston. Matt.
Yeah.
What's up, Matt?
What's happening?
Hey, man.
Come on, let's go.
Speak.
Oh, yeah, I got a nice fallen story for you guys. I have an uncle. I'm not going to name names, but he got hammered one night. He got dared to hang up like a bridge over these train tracks. And being hammered, you know what I mean? He couldn't hang on too long. And he got just over the tracks and let go and landed on the train tracks, and it actually pushed his hips up. So now he's got like a permanent penguin walk, like, you know, penguin for Batman. It's pretty bad, man. You should see the guy.
He should have bent his legs.
Yep.
I mean, he's short and fat, too, so he kind of, like, fits the part. It's hilarious. You got to see him.
Another mistake people make when they fall is a lot of times people will try to land on their cheekbone. That's also a mistake. They say never use the cheekbone to absorb
because
impact.
it's meaty and plump. You would think you could land on it and it would be safe, like a little padding.
You'd go from cheekbone into like nose onto other cheekbone and use your face to absorb.
Use your face, roll slowly across your entire face.
Can you imagine?
To absorb the shock.
Hey, let's go to Sarah in Maine. Sarah.
Hey, I just wanted to say that when I fell 10 feet from my horse and I landed on my hip, I dislocated my hip and couldn't walk for like 3 days. So I don't think it's such a good idea.
3 days? That's nothing.
That's how I fall, though, on my side. Not good, huh?
Yeah, but on your side, it's like I bruised my hip and I was in the hospital for like a day, and like they had to like shove a catheter in me. It wasn't fun.
Oh, were you in that horse gag video? I love that one. Loved your work.
How stupid do you think Christopher Reeve?
I think Jimmy's idea of no tension is a better idea.
No tension, just let it all. That's impossible, though. When you're in that situation,
relax.
You're tensing every muscle.
Yeah. He was talking about fighting, though, not like falling from 45 feet. Just like in a fight, he goes, and like in a karate fight, he goes, sometimes you just got to fall on your ass. And he goes, just relax and fall, because that will help the impact a lot more.
But that's the true talent, being able to do that.
Yeah.
As soon as anyone's in a moment, you just tense up. When you know a car accident's going to happen, what do? You tense every freaking muscle
If you know
up.
you're going to get in the car accident or fall, just get drunk. You don't get tense then.
Yeah. All right, Sarah, thank you.
I'd pull out an umbrella.
An umbrella?
And float down on it.
And sing a happy tune.
Yes.
Or whistle a happy song. Anna's right about falling. All right, enough about the falling.
You know what way it works? This is something people try, which is not as effective as you think, is when they're falling, they put their legs straight out as if they're on a chair with their legs straight out, and they straighten their arms beneath them, and they try to brace their impact with the tips of their fingers.
Oh, my God.
With their fingertips braced underneath them. They figure that will absorb the impact, and it never works as well.
Oh, my
I think it's going to work.
You would think, because your fingertips bend.
Yes,
they would absorb the shock.
Yeah. Let's say hi to Carmen from Jersey. She's a girl. Carmen, what's up?
Hi. I have such a hard time swinging. I can't. My boobs get in the way.
So you like to play golf, but your boobs get in the way?
They do.
How big are your boobs?
I said to my boyfriend, I want to get them reduced to like a 32A so I could have a better swing.
You'll have a better swing, but no boyfriend.
That's what he said. He says, no way. He says, keep those babies going. No, do not.
How big?
How big?
You're a 36 double D.
Oh, my God.
All right, so you can answer the question. So you play golf. You got these big boobs that get in the way. Do you hook or slice?
Oh, I don't know.
Hook, I hope.
Yeah.
She doesn't
hook.
She doesn't know the difference between a hook and a slice.
It's a hard time. I'm going to give up golf because
All right, listen to me. Let's. So are you a righty golfer?
Left.
Lefty golfer.
Lefty
big
golfer,
boobs.
big
Just
boobs.
give up the sport already.
Play ping pong.
We don't make golf courses for lefties.
I know. So I'm learning now with my right, but still, they're so big. They just like, when you put all your hands together, they squeeze. You got to squeeze them.
You squeeze the boobs.
You squeeze the boobs, and it's uncomfortable. You don't have the freedom to swing.
Yeah, she needs some golf instruction.
She's really trying to keep her phone call going.
Well, your left,
Certainly is.
your left arm has to be straight when you swing. I've never swung golf in my life.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Very
it's hard.
difficult.
So I'm learning to be a righty.
In the wrist.
No, you got to bend the right, though, Jimmy. As you keep the left straight, you come up like this.
And then you have to squeeze, and you're squeezing these boobs, and it's like...
Terrible.
Oof.
All right.
We get it. We get it.
All right.
We get it. Good luck. Godspeed.
You big-breasted animal. We understand.
Hey, on the course with your mouth open and let them hit the ball into that.
All right. Thank you, Karen. Hey, we got more Ben Wright.
I heard she was hit between the first and second holes.
That old gag.
I love that old joke.
By the way, Ben Wright, supposedly that quote we read you, it ran in a paper. He denies saying it. Here's another Ben Wright quote coming in.
Mm-hmm.
You might have your own out there. I don't know. Maybe you're doing research, too. CBS veteran golf analyst Ben Wright was quoted as saying lesbians are ruining the ladies' pro golf tour and that women can't play because they have breasts.
He said that, too.
Yes.
Is he still working?
No, he's not.
No, he's not.
Yeah, they dropped him.
Damn. Even back then, huh? Wow.
Well, he said something about how come he's like those dykes can't play because God doesn't love them.
Yeah, I remember that quote. That might have been the one that put him over the edge.
Dope. The breast remark sounds like legit, though. That's like a physical thing.
Yeah, but you probably can't say it.
Really?
I would think you'd get in trouble.
Say it's harder because of the swing?
Yeah. You got to keep that pretty close. You got to keep your arms straight, and you can't do that with the boob, with your boob.
Snapman from Whackbag. This bitch should keep the boobs and remove the vocal cords. So what happened now? What are you typing up? So go ahead, E-Rock.
He did admit that the comment was wrong in the May 18th, 1995 issue of Sports Illustrated.
Which comment about the lesbians ruining the game?
And the breast comment.
All in one article. Why are lesbians ruining golf? What, they can't help themselves and they just got to get in some action in between?
Just constantly like
why would he say that? Everyone knew that. Like if you were a women's golfer, the odds were good that you were a lesbian.
Yeah.
Probably because like every time someone pulls the flag out, they jump on it and bury their face in it.
Yes, Dan.
His quote was, "Let's face facts here. Lesbians in the sport hurt women's golf. When it gets to the corporate level, that's not going to fly. They're going to a butch game, and that furthers the bad image of the game."
Wow. A butch game.
Yeah.
That's no good.
I must say, watching some of the women's British Open there, a lot of girls that appeared to me to come off like they weren't very fond of gentlemen. And the woman that was doing some of the color commentary with two gentlemen, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. She must have played golf years ago. She was an older broad. But I'm talking probably, in my opinion, just from basic first, when you first get impression of somebody, lesbian.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Is it true, too, that most of these golfers had a tough time getting to the back nine?
Well.
They just want to play the front nine over and over again.
They love the front.
How could you tell she was a lesbian? It's just the way things she said?
Oh, the way she spoke, the way her hair was done. The stereotypical kind of, you can just kind of tell.
The haircut?
The haircut, definitely. It was a mullet type thing with a spiky top.
Ooh. What about her chin?
What about it?
Had a little...
It wasn't smell-o-vision. I couldn't tell.
Her chin.
Yes.
A few hairs on her chin.
They didn't go in that close.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Tennis?
No, golf.
Okay.
Yeah. But what it is? We just picture, I don't know, lesbian golfers in the locker room just going to town on each other. Something about straight people's perception of gay people is that whenever they're alone, they're just having this, sick sex all the time.
They just can't help themselves.
Like two gay guys get alone somewhere, and it's just sex. Doesn't matter if they know each other or not. The lesbians are in a locker room at a tennis match or something, and they're in the shower, and it's just sex.
Sex everywhere.
Sex, because it's all about sex. We just have that impression. I don't know why.
Wow. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Wow. We'll have to read these Ben Wright things on the other side of the show today.
Oh, did he say a little more? People speculating, or?
Well, this is coming from Pal Talk. Supposedly Ben Wright back in the day said there are enough holes on a golf course already. All right, we got to take a break.
So the women are bad enough as long as we never accept the...
On the way, Danny found your hip-hop ab
infomercial.
We got some clips from that.
Right.
And we also have, we like when athletes retire, Michael Irvin.
Yep.
He retired, obviously, but he got inducted into the Hall of Fame over the weekend, right?
In the Hall? Good.
Yeah, so we got him sobbing a bit.
I saw it without the sound on. I saw the TV, and I'm like, I see some tears there. We might need that audio.
Yeah, it's just it just gives us an excuse to play the Mike Schmidt.
He didn't do a Mike Schmidt.
No, but then we get to play Mike Schmidt.
Of course, we get to play it.
We still got lots to do. Stay there. It's Opie and Anthony.
The conversation takes such a unique turn when we're off the air for the breaks.
It sure does. Opie and Anthony, Jim Norton, Ben Wright quotes coming in from Instant Feedback.
Sometimes I love hearing Kenny's take on sexuality.
Yeah.
Very funny.
Can that go on the air, you think?
Of course not.
Probably not. Sorry, Kenny. You're funny in front of 6 people.
Yeah, but it wasn't original. I was just repeating something a friend once told me.
All right. A little heads up to Al. I'm just going to read these and hope for the best. Ben Wright. What was Ben Wright's original quote? Basically saying that women's boobs get in the way in golf.
Well, he criticized lesbian. He said lesbian shouldn't be.
Yeah, that too.
He's not a fan of the lesbian.
They can't swing that golf club with the boobs in front of them like that.
Well, we got Nate Sack from Jericho, Long Island. He writes, the grounds crew think that women's golfers are ruining golf because they don't have any more lawns to mow. Messed up his line, sorry. That's all right. And then we got No Bones from PA. Ben Wright said, lesbians are ruining the game because they have no experience handling balls.
That old gag.
And Fast Freddy from Jamaica Station, Ben Wright said, dykes shouldn't play golf because they don't know how to work the shaft. All right.
Or maybe because sometimes someone hands them a golf club, they kick it and go, yuck. Get it away from
There you go.
Boo.
All right. We got the ex-gamer falling 50 feet. We got some audio of that dude.
Oh.
We got the hip-hop abs that you were watching while we were in Detroit.
Couldn't tune away the infomercials. I'm one of those people that get like hypnotized by the infomercials, and I'll sit and watch them, even though I'm cringing in embarrassment for everybody that's on them.
Why?
I don't know. They're just so bad. They're so like, this is great. I've lost so much weight. And then they show why they've like lost weight and they're doing it. I like doing the flavor. That's a great move. I like doing the get busy. It even works in the clubs. And I'm just watching going, why? Oh, gosh. This is horrible.
Do you know when I was new in my career, I warmed up for an infomercial? It was a 6-hour shoot day. It was for the guy and the girl, Jan, and that awful girl that always do them together, the Home Right paint stick, where they wanted a comedian to come in and warm up the crowd while they were...
I remember that one.
And it was atrocious. I was bombing so badly. Like, in between takes, and I finally just started talking to the audience and, like, just finding out where they're from. And they're like, we want to follow your career. It just became a friendly interaction. I was bombing so hard.
Well, not the one where you, like, the paint handle acted like a syringe almost, and, like, sucked the paint into it, and then you'd slowly squeeze it into the roller. So you wouldn't have to keep putting it in the roller.
Yeah, that's how it looked on TV. In reality, you squeeze it and paint shoots your carpeting.
It was just junk like.
Well, they never work like they're supposed to.
Yeah. A lot of reviews coming in from the Detroit show, by the way. We could take calls all day. Just want to acknowledge all the people calling from Michigan today. You guys were unbelievable. The show was awesome. The Detroit show is amazing. It's coming in like crazy on instant feedback and on
Great
the phone.
time.
Look, here's another one. Chris, real fast, go ahead.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey.
How are you?
See, this is why we're not taking these calls, by the way. Chris, what do you got for the show?
Nothing, man. I met you guys. I sat on stage. I won some tickets from 97.1. I sat on stage during the performances. You guys were really nice, cool. It was a great show. Thanks.
Thanks for coming,
Chris.
man. Yeah, everyone had a really good time. Virus Tour, one word on MySpace for the last 3 dates. Washington, Jersey, and, of course, for the Philly folk, Camden, New Jersey.
Camden.
Brought to you by Bud Light, always worth it. So you want to do hip-hop abs? This is what you were watching?
Yeah, this is what I was watching.
Yesterday, waiting for your flight.
Yeah.
This and ladies golf. Boy, you must have been hungover. Or something was going on.
I wasn't drinking. I drank like at the show,
but you were lazy.
Went to club soda.
Why wouldn't you like rent a movie or something?
Because I kind of wanted to go back to sleep.
Yeah.
And I couldn't find the remote. It was all like stuck in the covers. You know how the remotes are. They just disappear, those goddamn things. And the worst is when you knock them on the floor. You search the bed for a while and then you realize, I knocked it on the floor.
Yeah.
While I was bicycling at night. Just pedaling. My feet are always moving. I don't know what that's all about.
You dream that you're a bear in Romania with a hook through your nose.
A muzzle on. Just wanting to chew the throat out of the guy that made me do this.
How embarrassed they must be. Big dumb feet nailed to the pedals. That's right, stupid. Here's a shekel. Have some honey, you dope.
Look, he's bicycling. Yeah, sure you. How happy he is.
Oh, he's just trying to get the freaking nails out of his feet.
Nail those feet.
Nail the feet to the pedals. All he's trying to do is get the nails off, and then it makes it look like he's pedaling a bike. Figure it out, dopes.
The only thing, he does not want to ride the bike. He wants to chew everyone's head off in the place.
Right. So you're running away from something in your dreams.
Yeah, I think because I'm just like pedaling.
I like to analyze dreams.
Yes.
What are you running away from? What are you running away from?
It's like
if you're constantly doing this with your feet, you're running it in your dreams.
Yeah. I don't know. No, I just like the feel of the sheets. No. I like the feel of the sheets.
He's right. You're running. You're running away from something, you're running away from childhood and towards alcoholism.
Is that it?
Or running from one casino to the
next.
All right. So this is a taste of what you were watching.
Yeah.
Yesterday in the Detroit area. Actually, Auburn Hills. Should go local for everybody.
My new favorite infomercial.
Work. Yeah. All right.
Chilling.
So, I know you want to do that because you're a dancer. You're a dancer. So let's start with our feet wide, okay? Good. Start with your feet wide. We're going to start with our right knee. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. In 5, in 6,
check out this
7. Right knee 2 times. Pull it up. Now left 2 times.
Guys, Guy's name is Sean Thompson. He's from Jersey.
Ah.
Jersey guy.
And
wonder what you're running away from.
yeah.
I thought his voice sounds familiar. I'd like to hear him go.
Yeah, well, you know, he's a choreographer.
Yeah. So you're watching this, and you couldn't find the remote, huh?
No, I couldn't.
Wowee.
I bet you had something that looked like the remote tenting up those sheets, didn't you? Sissy?
Wait a minute. This is right. Thank you, Jimmy.
No.
What the hell, eh?
Not with this infomercial.
Because you couldn't find the remote, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Looked everywhere.
You know, the girl that comes on is very hot.
Oh, yeah. All right,
Sure
good.
she is.
Don't try to twist this around, my friend.
No, we'll just let the audio speak for itself.
Yeah.
Very simple. I know you got that. You're probably like, Sean T, you need to give me just a little bit more because I know you're fly. Here we go. Now let's grab your wrist, okay? Keep your feet wide.
You're fly.
Grab your wrist, and then we're just going to take it from here. 7. Adjust the level. Pull it up. Push.
Grab those ankles, pull those knees behind those ears. Hip hop abs.
You know, a lot of people are
This
finding
is the one I call the power bottom.
Yeah. A lot of people are finding out that Anthony's now working out. I'm thinking you might have done a little hip hop workout in that hotel room yesterday.
Well, let me tell you something.
Did you put your leg warmers on and a headband and get up and do a set?
There is no way in hell you would get me to do hip hop abs.
But you are working out.
It was the way. Well, in a gym, like real people do, not hip hop abs.
I bet he was beside that bed, just hip hopping away.
Of course he was.
I was not hip
He
hopping.
was trying to get some abs going.
He had like a cut-off sweatshirt like they used to wear in 1980s Go-Go's videos.
I was not.
Headband.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well.
Well, we got one more clip. What?
I don't. These don't even sound like they're from the infomercial.
Yeah. Okay.
They don't.
And go. Now look, we're about to go tempo, okay? So don't be in your house looking mad. You gotta smile, act like you got a little attitude. Here we go. Are you ready? Are you sure? Here we go. Let's try it. 5, 6. Pull it up. Go. Up.
Adjust the
Now
level.
swipe. Punch high.
Turn up the bass.
Yeah. Come on. Be a little aggressive, but still have a little flavor, okay? Here we go. Let's try it. Go 5. Go 6.
Just let rain.
Never see a nude girl again.
Just let rain.
The first time they do it to you, you feel pain.
Just let rain.
Look at your father's face; it's full of shame.
Just let rain.
And the back of your shirt now has an awful stain.
Just let rain.
Well, couldn't really find a chick in there. Maybe she's later in the show.
Yeah.
Why do you admit this?
Well, because I think you got that off of the actual tape.
Yeah.
I don't think that was part of the infomercial.
No, huh?
The infomercial, that'll, you know, a lot of those. Cool now.
That'll get you rock hard abs, right, Ed?
Yeah, rock hard abs. And it's fun. It's not all the crunches and, you know, at the gym. These people are talking about how much fun they had.
I picture you looking like, I don't know, John Travolta and Staying Alive when you're working out.
That's what I do. I dress exactly like that.
I know what you're trying to do.
The headband.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's pretty much what he was watching, yeah.
Well, I think that's part of the tape, and again, not the infomercial. The infomercial was a lot more cheesier, I guess, than the actual tape.
These dancers are in the best shape on earth, but they always dance. They dance for 6 hours a day.
Yeah, these aren't like the people that are doing this at home, like sending away for it.
Yeah, some fatty from the middle of Akron or something is going to get this tape to get her fat body in shape like these dancers.
Yeah, ain't going to happen.
My mother used to do stuff like this when I was growing up. She would jog around the house. My mother was a psychopath. She would jog from room to room like a little old lady. She would start in the living room and jog through the kitchen.
Get the hell out of here.
I swear to God. And she would jog into the bedroom because she had to watch my sister.
Why wouldn't she go outside? Oh, she had to watch your sister.
Apparently she had no friends who could help her out for an hour. And she would just jog like into the rooms around the house. And my mother would just jog in the house.
Actual jogging?
Slow. putter
Right.
walking.
Well,
Walk putter.
Of course it has to be slow. How big was your house going up?
Yeah, she wasn't sprinting.
Right.
But she would jog. It was awful.
That's hysterical.
All right.
And have a Bailey's Irish cream. Fall asleep with a cigar. I don't know what that meant.
Here we go. Michael Irvin cries at Hall of Fame ceremony. We love the crying athlete.
Yeah.
The crying athlete rules. Here's Irving introing his sons, and he starts to sob a bit.
I want to share something with you today. I have 2 sons. Michael, he's 10. And Elijah, he's 8. Michael and Elijah. Could you guys stand up for me? That's my heart right there. That's my heart. When I am on that threshing floor, I pray. I say, God, I have my struggles. And I made some bad decisions. But whatever you do,
Stop whining.
Don't let me mess this up.
And yes, Jimmy, it's Michael Irvin. I always pronounce the G. I'm an idiot.
The kids must have been so awkward. Like, all right, do we sit now?
Yeah, now I can stand up and watch Dad babble like this.
That's my heart. Shut up.
It must be great to be an athlete. You retire and you get this whole thing.
Yeah.
The rest of us, we get a stupid gold watch and a box for our crap.
Watch the guy that's coming in throw your stuff out, all your ideas out the dumpster.
Not even a watch. Maybe like dinner with your fellow employees, and half of them can't even show up because they have better things to do than go to your retirement party.
Go home and see your wife with a vacuum cleaner on and her shoes askew as she's just dead.
There's a great line in that movie about Nicholson. He goes, "Yeah, I hate my wife's smell. My wife's smell bothers me, just like her skin or her whatever." It's really funny.
About Schmidt is one of the funniest movies. If you look at
Not meant to be.
If you watch it differently. God, I told the story. When I saw that movie, I was laughing so hard in the theater. Old ladies were getting really, really mad.
Of course.
So pissed off. But it was so ridiculous, you had to laugh. Everything went wrong for the poor guy.
The best, though, was when he retired, and the new guy was coming in, and he's trying to give him some advice about the job, and the new guy doesn't want to hear it, and then he goes
and
out.
all these files that he's been saving for 30 years.
30 years of his life's work in this place. And, he actually told the guy, I got a lot of stuff here maybe you can use.
It'll make your job easier, the transition easier, all my files, all the research I did in this place.
All of his work. And then as he's leaving, he's passing the dumpster out back, and all those files are in the dumpster.
His life's work at
They
the
just
job.
threw it away. You are nothing.
Wasn't it awkward? Like he's sitting there talking to the guy about you could do this, and the guy's like, "Okay, yeah, no, cool." The guy's being polite to him, which made it even worse. Like,
made it more like that's how somebody would really deal with the situation. Be all cool, but then when he leaves, it's like, all right.
And then it's one thing after another. Then he goes home, and his wife, is dead with the shoe off.
The
with
vacuum
the
cleaner's going.
And then
she was just vacuuming the house and keeled over.
See, I started watching that movie, and I was in shock in the beginning. But by the time he's in the RV, and now what? He's driving cross country to see his daughter, who doesn't give a crap about him anymore. And then when he stops in front of where his childhood home was, and before they even showed the childhood home in quotes here, I started laughing because I knew that had to be some horrific thing too. And it's a tire store, and the guy's like, "Yeah, I guess you could come in," and he's kind of like reminiscing and like trying to figure out where his bedroom used to be in this tire store, and the guy's in the background selling radials to somebody. Oh, I howled. It was so fun.
The house had been gone for years. They'd knocked it down and built a tire store. His childhood home. That film is funny.
All right, here's more Michael Irvin. Still talking about his son, with his sons, I guess. You could hear Irvin choking up here.
I said, please, help me. Help me raise them for some young lady so that they can be a better husband than I.
Uh-oh.
Help me raise them for their kids so that they could be a better father than I. And I tell you guys to always do the right thing so that you can be a better role model than them.
I was wondering if that was getting old. It's not getting old yet.
I love the laugh.
What an awful speech.
Yeah, this
How
is
about
terrible.
Aikman and Emmett? How about thanking your offensive line, stupid?
Yeah, talk about the game. Talk about, keep that crap to yourself when you're talking privately with your kids.
You're going into the hall because of Nate Newton and Eric Williams and Larry Allen and all those guys that would give Aikman 45 minutes to throw passes so you could stop and have a Gatorade and then tap dance in the end zone for an hour. How about thanking the offensive line?
And Larry Allen was an animal.
Oh, he's the worst.
We got some great stories from our pal there.
Tyson, yeah, he said Larry Allen would chew tobacco and then spit the gunk on the floor of his passenger seat in his Mercedes. Just an animal. He was a savage.
He was unbelievable that he was saying. Here's the final clip from Michael Irvin.
I sat right here where you are last year, and I watched the class of 2006. Troy Aikman, Warren Moon, Harry Carson, Rayfield Wright, John Madden, and the late, great Reggie White, represented by his wife, Sarah White. And I said, wow.
This sucks.
That's what a Hall of Famer is.
This sucks. Boring.
Certainly I am not that. And I doubt it. I would never have the chance to stand before you today. So when I returned home, I spoke with Michael and Elijah, and I said, that's how you do it, son.
You can act like a man.
You do it
What's the matter with you?
like they did it.
Enough about Michael and Elijah. We get it.
Oh, my God.
Cares.
Almighty, you did coke, you banged a lot of strippers, and now you get a case of the guilties? Shut up.
Who cares? It just gives us a chance to play the Michael Schmidt speech.
It was an awful speech, though. It wasn't about sports. He's phony. Elijah. We get it.
And today we're also going to play Wrestling Fan. Wrestling Fan is one of my favorites, too. But first, Mike Schmidt. This is how you do it.
Some 18 years ago, I left Dayton, Ohio with 2 very bad knees and a dream to become a Major League Baseball player.
Oh.
I thank God this dream came true.
Hey, God bless him, man. But that's just funny.
God bless.
You know who should be crying is the guy that left Dayton, Ohio with bad knees to become a baseball player and wound up working like in a factory somewhere.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. He sucked.
Still working.
Yeah, still working.
He's not even close to retiring. Schmidt retired how many years ago?
Making $26,000 a year. That's the guy that should be crying. You blubbering ass with a gay man stash. Get a hold of yourself. Almighty. Simmer down a bit, Mike. Relax. Stupid hometown you're from.
What happens to that voice?
I don't know. We gotta add Wrestling Fan today.
Oh yeah.
Wrestling Fan crying in the bleachers is just one of my
This
favorites.
guy's one of my favorites.
Just I don't know. He's talking to some wrestlers. There's a little Q&A and
he stands up, and the wrestlers, from what I hear, the wrestlers were horrified looking at this guy. And one of them even says something like, "It's okay, man." Like tries to calm him down.
It was awful.
This guy, and by the way, his name was Iraq.
There we go.
Young Iraq.
Here is Wrestling Fan.
I just want to thank each and every one of y'all for all you've done to your bodies. It's still real to me, damn it.
Oh, that bad. You know, I forget how awful that is.
This gives me the douche chills.
Oh, severe.
Oh, and you got to see the video. It's up there on all the sites.
Real, I mean, damn it.
The best part right now is he's sitting there. He does look like E-Rock a little bit. He's heavier than E-Rock. He's wearing like sweatpants with his shirt tucked in, so his fat is just billowing. And there's a guy that looks like Dennis Franz looking up at him in a creepy. Oh, it's awful,
dude. It's they're in like a high school gymnasium. It looks like.
He's sitting in fold-out bleachers.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people around him that could care less. They're bored. They're like, this will kill an hour.
And there's a woman in front of him. She looks like Blair's cousin Jerry from The Facts of Life. She has a stupid mullet. And there's a black guy who looks dejected, sitting on the top bleacher like English in Escape from Alcatraz.
Half these people look like they came inside to get warm.
Yeah, and this guy.
And all of a sudden they're in the middle of this thing, and then you got the wrestling fan guy that's taking it very seriously.
A little too seriously.
All right, let's try to get the whole clip on.
He's awful.
I just want to thank each and every one of y'all for all you've done to your bodies. It's still real to me, damn it. I mean, thank you.
Make it easy, man.
Thank y'all guys. Y'all are awesome. Thank you so much, Mr. Funk, for saying what needed to be said. I don't want to see another one of these.
Well, thank you. Do we know the background on this? He doesn't want to see what?
Yeah, the guy's an ass.
My only guess is that's going to be Owen when Owen Hart died.
Oh, is it Owen Hart?
I don't know. I mean, I'm only guessing because what else could make him so sad?
Right.
Unless he was a big fan of John Stossel and he didn't like the way Dr. D or David Schultz, whatever that idiot's name was, gave him a pounding. Poor John Stossel.
Oh, it's so real to me. Take it easy, man. I got to tell him, hey, lighten up. Looking like an ass.
Exactly. We just wear tights for a living, stupid. Handle yourself. I want your family to feed. Relax. Stop tucking your shirt into sweatpants.
Fatty.
All right.
Do we know who that guy is?
What you done to your bodies?
It's still real to me, damn it.
Guy's probably got the posters all over the walls.
Yeah.
It's just cranking away at night. Yuck.
Andre Agassi from last year was pretty good.
Yeah?
It was all right.
A little weepage.
Maybe we should go through these and get a couple more before we leave the air today, because it's a hot topic. It's a hot topic today.
Over the last 21 years, I have found loyalty. You have pulled for me on the court and also in life. I have found inspiration. You have willed me to succeed, sometimes even in my lowest moments. And I have found generosity. You have given me your shoulders to stand on, to reach for my dreams. Dreams I could have never reached without you. Over the last 21 years, I have found you, and I will take you and the memory of you with me for the rest of my life. Thank you.
Will ya?
My shoulders to stand on to reach my dreams. You play tennis.
The memories? Yeah, sure. Go. Next time you see him in a restaurant eating, going up to him like, hey, I'm one of the guys that, carried you.
The shoulder.
The shoulder thing.
Right here.
Have an
I'm
autograph.
eating.
I'm eating. Get lost.
Scram.
I just want to let you know I'm one of the guys that you mentioned in your retirement speech.
Remember? And thank you. Just
like he doesn't acknowledge, so you're like, yeah, remember?
You people were there during some of my lowest moments. Do you remember that?
Remember that? And you said you would take it for the rest of your days? Well, I'm here.
Well, here it is. Can I have an autograph and a picture?
Right.
Remember? The shoulders... I the weight of you on my shoulders, lifting you up to your dreams. Remember? Remember when you said,
remember? Well, now I got a bad back because of that. Can I at least get a picture?
You stood on someone's shoulders and grabbed their dress, you Nancy. You played tennis for a living. You're not a tough guy.
All right. We're going to break and wrap up this side of the show next. It's Opie and Anthony. Hey, thanks for checking out the show today. We appreciate it. Opie and Anthony here. By the way, if you want to play paintball with our own Danny.
Ooh.
Against the LA-based Adam Carolla Morning Show.
Paintball.
You can win $5,000. Go to 923krock.com for details. Made possible by the movie War, starring Jet Li and Jason Statham. Right?
Jason Statham's pretty cool.
That's right. One wants justice, one wants revenge, in theaters August 24th. So you go to 923krock.com. Doesn't matter where you're listening from. And sign up to play paintball with Danny out there in L.A., all right?
Right.
They need a better catchphrase than that, though. One wants revenge, one wants justice. There should be a better, have a one likes tapioca, one prefers other frostings.
Are we going to get him?
Some nonsense. Can we get him on the phone?
Yeah.
Oh, good, man.
The wrestling clip we just played, man, it brings a tear to our eye every time we hear it.
Yeah.
And it looks like we got the guy that's in the clip.
Well, finally a
coming
fan
on our
as
show.
big as the fans that we have on the show here.
Yeah, I got to tell this guy personally what I feel.
Dave Wills?
Hold on.
Yeah.
We got him? Oh, this is a big moment for the Opie and Anthony show. Dave, how are you, buddy?
Doing great, man. Opie and Anthony, what a treat, man. How y'all doing?
Are you a fan of the show?
Absolutely.
Where are you from there, Dave?
I'm in Atlanta, Georgia, as a matter of fact.
Atlanta.
You listen to us on XM?
Don't have XM right now, but I have listened in the past, and thinking about getting XM again.
Run on, man. We got to play that clip. I got to tell you, we were playing some Michael Irvin today because he went into the Hall of Fame, and he got a little choked up, and it reminds us of your clip. I mean, yours is the big get as far as crying clips go, and I got to tell you, man, it softens our hearts when we hear this thing. And we're going to play for everybody again here, all right?
Sure.
Where did Jimmy go? Here it is. This is Dave Wills, just so everyone knows what we're talking about.
I just want to thank each and every one of y'all for all you've done to your bodies. It's still real to me, damn it. Thank you.
Take it easy, man.
Thank y'all guys. You're awesome. Thank you so much, Mr. Funk, for saying what needed to be said. I don't want to see another one of these.
Well, thank you. Dave, I got to tell you, goosebumps. Every time, goosebumps.
Dave, I got to ask you, what was going on through your head when that happened?
Sure, be happy to talk about that. What it was a fan fest in Spartanburg, South Carolina, back around November 2005. They had a lot of the older wrestlers there. As a matter of fact, I'm going to a fan fest in Charlotte, North Carolina this week, too, the NWA Legends, which is going to be great.
Yeah, who's going to be there? Who's the big get for that one?
They're going to have Midnight Express.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Luger. Going to have a whole bunch of folks.
Uh-huh.
Ole and Arn Anderson, J.J. Dillon's going to be there. A lot of folks.
J.J. Dillon?
Yeah, too mean a name. If I might, like I said, I'm just going as a fan. I had to pay, but it's NWAlegends.com if anybody wants to take a look. But it's just going to be a great gathering for sure.
Now, why? How did you get so emotional at that point? Did you know you were going to get that emotional? Where'd that come from?
Okay, I'll continue on. Being that it was the fan fest and a lot of the older wrestlers were there, whenever I first showed up and first got there, I saw Harley Race getting out of a car, and he was really walking real rough and everything. And I'm thinking, good Lord, this man, gave his body for our sacrifice.
For our entertainment, sure.
For the entertainment.
Yeah.
And it was the week of the Fan Fest in November 2005 was also the week when Eddie Guerrero passed away.
Yes.
Very sad day.
And Nick Dinsmore or Eugene or whatever had been sent home from the European trip for, let's just say other things.
Yeah, well, we all know that, yeah.
That was on my mind, and then I got because it was, that had me kind of upset because I'm seeing what happened, and I'm seeing Bobby Eaton not able to get around as fast as he used to, and he was one of the quickest guys in wrestling.
Wow.
Cornette's knees are shot.
So this started working on you then, just seeing these guys.
Started working on me. And then I'm like, well, I'm going to put out of my head a little bit. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to enjoy myself. I got to meet Jerry the King Lawler. I got to meet my favorite wrestler, the Barbarian. I got to have some fun. But then they started talking about, well, tell me this. What would you rather have as if you could have one match? your favorite match, what would you like? And Terry Funk mentioned, I'd like to have one more of Eddie Guerrero. And then he started speaking about certain things like, well, every city in America the size of Spartanburg, South Carolina, has a crack house. And if you go back and you trace the deaths in wrestling, or you go back and trace the deaths at that crack house in Spartanburg, South Carolina, over the last 5 years, you'll find that pro wrestling has had more in the last 5 years than that crack house. And
wow.
With the Benoit tragedy and everything, a lot of this has come to light. Because, I mean, that had me a little choked up. That there are so many deaths in wrestling, and it looked like the WWE wasn't, they got their wellness policy, but you can get around that with a prescription. You can go out and, as long as you've got a doctor or a doctor prescribe you testosterone, you're fine. And a lot of stuff like that. But, it seems that, so little was being done about it, and no one really gave a damn about these wrestlers. And I wanted to stand up and at least thank them for what they did.
Sure. Right. And you made a moment, huh, there?
Dave? Unfortunately, I guess I got a little too choked up right there. But if nothing else, I can take it. And
of course you can take it. It's now a catchphrase. It's on T-shirts. You have a website dedicated to this, right?
Oh, yeah, it's stillrealtome.com, www.stillrealtome.com.
And how weird is it, Dave, you now have fans? I mean, they're calling in now. We got fellow wrestling fans calling in. They can't believe we're talking to you.
That's very bizarre and everything. Believe me, I'm just a guy. I go to work every day.
What did you mean by it's still real to me?
Well, at that time, I was thinking back to when it wasn't a lot of this sports entertainment, where they weren't doing stupid stuff like blowing up cars with Vince McMahon in it.
Right.
Where it wasn't a lot of the nonsense that you see on the radio, when you didn't see blatant, they had racial xenophobic angles back then, but a lot of the stuff was a little more toned down. It was more believable. It seems that, believability's almost totally gone from wrestling on to UFC.
Pick it up.
Yeah.
But for that moment that I got to meet some of my favorite wrestlers, that I got to speak to some of the favorite wrestlers, that by sheer accident I helped raise the awareness of, the death problem in wrestling and stuff like that.
Sure.
That I was able to assist in doing that. For that day, I was the 7-year-old, the 7th grader buying wrestling books at the Time Saver in Ackworth, Georgia, when I first became a fan.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Dave.
At that moment in time, it was still real to me, damn it.
And
wow.
And you shouldn't downplay. We got a lot of people on the lines that want to talk to you about this. They were moved by your clip, and they understand what's going on. We got this guy from Yellowstone, Steve.
Steve?
Let's put him on
from
with
Yellowstone.
Let's put him on with Dave Wills. Steve, how are you, sir?
Hello?
Yeah, what's up, Steve?
Hi, can you hear me? Is this David?
Hey, Steve, how you doing?
Hi, how are you? I'm a little bit nervous actually. I'm actually talking to someone who I consider to be a celebrity.
Boy, has the word celebrity been cheapened in the last few years.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. I'm on an iPhone. Surprisingly, the reception is not good.
Indeed. What can I do for you?
I get laughed at a lot because I'm such a wrestling fan, and people will always tease me and say that it's homoerotic entertainment, but I happen.
Steve, you there?
Yes, I am. I'm just a little bit nervous. I've never been on the radio.
Oh,
all right.
I'm certainly not doing anything behind the scenes.
Take it easy, buddy.
Yeah, take it easy.
That's what they told you, Dave. I remember that.
What do you think it is about wrestling that you like so much?
At one time they had storylines like...
Tell that fat thing that wrestling is fake! This guy says Benoit to help with his necktie!
Oh, my goodness. Sometimes you get callers that are...
He should sacrifice his body to a pig roast!
Well, I may not be right.
No! Prostate cancer should also be real to you!
Sometimes the callers get through the screeners. I'm sorry. Oh, Dave.
I'll tell you what isn't real to David. Sit-ups!
Well, at least somebody's playing.
wrestling death should be accompanied by a laugh track.
That isn't, hello? Hello?
Dave.
Yeah.
Dave?
Sit-ups. Goddamn, Jimmy. Sit-ups. Well.
Can we get Dave back on the phone, please?
No.
Should we get Dave back on the phone?
No, I don't want to hear him again.
What?
What a goose.
Oh, what a complete ass. My God. And he throws his catchphrase around.
Oh.
It's still real to me, damn it. But without the real, crying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Take it easy, man. Get it?
Yeah. It's still real to me. She got a bumper sticker that he sees as a truck as slamming into his face. He should read off a grill right before his teeth are pushed behind his skull. What a goose. He was a fool.
Oh, he is
a fool. He's a fool.
He's just a fat nothing. Good for him.
And he's a fan of our show, but he doesn't listen.
But he doesn't have XM, and we're not on a terrestrial radio station in Atlanta.
So
he's not a fan.
Thanks.
So
In other words, you're not a fan.
So he kind of heard of us, I guess.
He was a fan when Steve from Yellowstone called. He was immediately hung up.
Who wouldn't? If you're the slightest fan of this show, you do not take a call from Steve from Yellowstone.
I couldn't hear on my stupid phone. Does that phone in there dial out?
Yeah, that's why I was trying to get you on a landline.
No, we fixed it, but
it's
just gone to it.
So. Yeah.
Okay.
You tried to Ramon on your iPhone?
It was awful.
Jimmy, shh. Hey, Dave?
Yeah.
Sorry about that. We
No problem.
we took care of the situation. That happens from time to time. We got a bunch of listeners that are just idiots all the time. You know how it is.
Indeed. Well, I do appreciate y'all having me on the show and everything. This is a real treat, believe me.
Yeah. What about Chris Benoit? What's your take on that whole thing?
What can you take on it? I mean, it's definitely one of the better in-ring technicians of the last few years, and unfortunately, a monster inside. I mean, I hate to say it, but you never really know.
Did you ever meet him, Dave?
No, I never did meet Chris Benoit. You never know what somebody's like. It's like I was telling somebody the other day. He was saying, well, maybe it was his wife that killed the kid. And then I said, listen, here's the deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
When you get right down to it, it doesn't really matter who does what have you or stuff like that.
Right.
What's that in the background?
Huh?
I hear something in the background.
I was trying to get one of the callers to stop doing something.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was saying that with the Chris Benoit situation and everything, everybody's they're married or what have you. They're like everybody else. They have problems.
Yeah. You've from one clip, you've really become like an expert on wrestling. You know that, right? You're more old school than new school, right?
I actually followed it from '85, so I actually always have been a fan of wrestling. I don't know why I'm an expert now because I get on YouTube or what.
Greatest ring technician. Let's go.
Do what?
Greatest ring technician.
Yeah, greatest ring. I like the Nature Boy.
Nature Boy. There you go.
Ah, the Nature Boy.
Good answer, sir.
Ric Flair.
Ric Flair. Sure. Yeah.
What a performer.
Yeah.
What about these days? Who are the hot properties these days?
I honestly don't pay as much attention to it as I should.
Oh, really?
I like watching Ring of Honor and some of the stuff in Florida, but as far as the main company, the WWE, nah. TNA, looks like they got too much Vince Russo in there.
Yeah, absolutely.
This sucks.
Yeah.
Not at all, but...
All right, we got a wrestling question coming in here. Who do we have on the line? I don't even know who we have on the... Hello?
Hi, this is Eric from Mayo.
Hey, what's up, Eric? How are you?
What's up, man?
You're on with Dave.
Hi, Dave. How are you?
Doing
great.
You know what it is? It just seems like a lot of times, because I watch wrestling all the time, and I know it's a good form of entertainment. People laugh at me all the time because I'm really not good at my job, and I watch a lot of wrestling.
Well, you got to take care of your job for us for you.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, why do the people laugh at us just because we like wrestling? I mean, it's a fun sport.
Since when has it been a sport?
Ramon!
Oh.
David trims his pubic hair into a mullet. Ramon! Owen Hart proved that capes don't help you fly, do they, stupid? Ramon!
That was terrible.
David should put Heather Mills into a figure 4 leg lock.
Let's go sick.
Well.
How did he get through again?
I got to apologize.
I think it might be time for a new phone screener on the Opie and Anthony show.
I know.
Dave, I don't know what to tell you. I know Owen Hart was one of your faves.
Got to
there,
apologize for that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
These people have no couth. They don't understand, fans like us as far as wrestling goes. These people mean something to us, and a caller calls up like that, and it hurts. It's ridiculous.
Well, I hate to say it, but a lot of what's out there in the out there on the TV and in the mainstream, what this became with WWE and TNA, it's brought about some of that, as a matter of fact.
Yeah. That's terrible.
Ramon! Eddie Guerrero's new wrestling name should be the junkie who pushes up daisies. Ramon! Get this fat pig off the telephone.
Dave,
those kind of people that that just ruin it for everybody.
That's all, folks. Thanks for checking us out today.
Damn, Jimmy.
We'll be continuing on XM. Have yourself a great day.
Yeah.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
Here we are on XM Satellite Radio.
Yeah.
Radio. Where's our studio at?
The one that we're supposed to be broadcasting from, but not.
Well, because this is getting old from one place. We need the walk. We need to meet listeners again. We
New atmosphere.
We need to bring them up to the new studio when it's done. That whole thing.
Yeah.
This was cool to take a break and just do the whole show from one studio, relax a little bit. But we need to go back into that routine that we know and love.
Absolutely.
I'm here, early September on the studio, so we got another 3 or 4 weeks here?
Yep.
All right, and where are we at with the studio?
We've been pretty much banned from the building till Friday.
Why?
They're laying these floor and ceiling materials down, and they don't want anybody near it to mess it up, so we're not allowed over there anymore.
Where do I stay?
Yeah, where's Poe?
I think they keep him in what is left of his office, that chair by the glass.
Wait, they took his office apart?
Yeah, it's becoming part of another office with Mars, so it's going to be one big kind of L-shaped room.
Okay. So when you walk in, you won't just see Poe in that little room.
You'll see Mars off to the side, right in the back there, yeah.
Way to correct me.
All right, so we're not going to know anything until Friday? Yeah. But they're moving forward pretty fast now.
Wouldn't it be funny if we, on Friday we look and it just says a welcome Howard and Bubba sign?
Bubba's going to not make this merger.
No?
No.
I thought it was very popular.
No. It's not bringing any numbers in.
Starting to put feelers out for, of all things, terrestrial radio.
Yeah.
Good luck to you.
Let's say hi to Hollywood. What's your last name, Hollywood?
Hollywood Nova. What's happening, y'all?
Hollywood Nova?
Yes, sir.
Yo, B.
It says, try to meet you guys at the airport. You're calling from Detroit, obviously, and you got arrested for IDs not matching. What's that about?
Well, first of all, let me say hi to my poker partner, Ant. What's happening? I ain't playing poker with you in a little while.
Oh, yeah?
Nova? On Power Talk?
Right.
Yeah, you don't remember. Of course not.
No,
I
don't.
Just
I remember a game
make believe, will ya?
I remember a game of collusion.
Well, anyway, I was trying to meet you guys at the airport because you guys didn't show up at the studio. So I'm driving to the airport. I'm going to try to surprise you guys. Well, naturally. I don't know if you guys, if I was too late or if you guys' flight was delayed. So I was walking out. I lost my parking ticket to the parking structure. As soon as I was trying to get out the parking structure, I thought I was just going to pay like the $25, you know, the whole ticket.
Where'd you get that? Quiet.
Yeah, go ahead, Hollywood.
Yes, sir. And well,
stop it!
I was driving my friend's car. I'm sorry, I'm a little nervous. So I was driving my friend's car, so the IDs didn't match when they asked for my ID and asked for registration.
So ID didn't match the registration?
Excuse me?
So the ID, you had two IDs that didn't match, or your ID and registration didn't match?
No. I had my license and I had my friend's registration. So naturally they called the police. I don't know the reason why. And, well, I landed myself in jail for a couple hours because of, I had some in the car that I had to hide real fast. And, I couldn't even make it to the show. It's quiet. Thank you for playing quiet for me. My call sucks. I'm glitching out. Might be
wait. I have a question for you. Are you a black guy?
Absolutely. Yes, I am.
I wonder if that's why they gave you a harder time. I'm asking you, do you think that they were like hassling you for that reason?
They probably were, Jimmy. They probably
Stop whining.
I didn't even make it to your book signing, man. It fucking sucked.
Shut up!
I was on lockdown, my girlfriend and everything. Just
stop it!
Quiet.
Well, thanks for trying, though, man.
With the phone call.
Thank you, Opie. Thank you. All right, guys. I'll see you later.
All right. Thank you, Hollywood. Great call today. Let's go to the X Games border. You know, Jake Brown, we were talking about this morning.
Yes.
GMA got the exclusive interview. Diane Sawyer was asking all the tough questions.
Whoa.
How does it feel to be 50 feet in the air, plummeting to your death? But he didn't die now, did he?
No. He got a little banged up, got knocked out.
You've seen the video by now. Everyone has. That video is getting some views.
You got knocked the fuck out.
Officially, he was 45 feet above the thing.
The thing.
That thing, and he had to come back to Earth.
Yeah.
After his skateboard had wobbly speed wobble?
Speed wobble.
Now, speed wobble caused him to lose his board, and he was 45 feet in the air, and he had to come back down.
Yeah.
And that's going to hurt when you hit the ramp. What?
I just got the word that on Greg they're doing a Gregover instead of a makeover, and it physically injured me.
They're doing Gregos today?
No, Gregover. It's not a makeover. It's the official Gregover.
A Gregover.
Really?
They turn you into a douche. Look at that.
Look at this idiot.
So,
world's best mom.
What?
But they wanted her to join them in the year 2007.
No, Greg.
Apparently, he's living in 87.
I'm putting my feet up for this. 87. He's still living in 87.
Hey, Greg. My name's Sam. I have two sisters, Jessie and Casey. We love our mom very much, but we are not in love with her look. She is a fashion disaster, and we can't take it anymore. She desperately needs a makeover.
How does she have such hot
Hair
kids?
definitely needs the most improvement. It looks like she just got electrocuted.
She looks like Simca from Taxi.
That's good.
See how crazy everything is?
Yeah.
I don't even know where to begin with her wardrobe.
How about stop being a cunt and just love your mother?
Whatsoever, and anything she puts together doesn't come out quite.
Yeah.
She looks like a cartoon.
She was too busy raising you bitches.
I know.
Give her a break.
This is our least.
My mother doesn't dress well. Do you think I'm not embarrassed when she wears high-top sneakers and a macro miniskirt? Or she calls it twat peeker?
The old twat peeker.
It's embarrassing.
All right, who gives a crap about Grego today?
I just want to look at the daughters.
Yeah, well. Speaking of talk shows, did we get the Tyra audio?
What's she up to?
Oh, my. She fucking... Dude, did we got the Tyra audio yet? No. We had the show, though, right?
Yeah.
Fucking, she did the Primordial Dwarf show finally.
No.
If you're doing a talk show, you have to do Primordial Dwarfs. Tyra finally did it. And
how did she make it about her?
She was talking about to Primordial Dwarfs and really short people, and then asking them how it feels to drive, being that short. Oh, she's just... Dude,
you know, I can understand from being so tall.
Wait till we get the audio.
There's got to be a tie-in.
Yeah. Can we work on that today, Thin?
Yes.
Yeah, maybe later on the show we'll have some highlights from Tyra doing the Primordial Dwarf show that every other talk show host has done. So she's finally done that.
Maury really brought him to the forefront, I think.
Yeah.
Maury loves the little peckers, brings him in, hides him in his office in the garbage pail and in the bookshelves.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you? There's Tracy.
Oh, you found me, Maury. You found me.
I certainly did. Now I'm going to burn you. Fucking puts lighter fluid on her and...
Every Primordial dwarf show should end with a lawnmower. Or you should just slap their faces until their handlers pull them away. Handlers, whoever it is that keeps those things.
You know, Mary, you're beautiful. Just because you're a primordial dwarf doesn't mean I want to take you out with an organ grinder and a leash and a cup.
I said we put him in the middle of a mosh pit.
Make chimp noises.
Okay, Maury.
I could beat up 10,000 Primordial dwarfs.
You would be like Hercules to them.
When does it get to the point where you can't beat them up anymore because you're just tired? Because they just keep coming and coming from all
Doesn't matter.
directions. How many do you think you could take out? How many?
All.
Nah, man. Your muscles are going to get tired after a while.
They can't do anything to you.
All right, but
they can hit you as hard as they want. You could take a break. You could sit there and just go...
Look, man,
take a break. No, what are they going to do?
Here's the bit, though. They keep coming and coming and coming. When do you finally lose the battle?
If somehow they can suffocate you. That's pretty much it. But you could wait until they're climbing up your body. And if you don't die from freaking out at those creatures crawling on you, you just shake like a dog shakes water.
Yeah.
They're off of you. And then you just start kicking. I would kick.
I say after about 10,000, it gets a little tougher. You're a little
10,000?
Your reaction isn't as good. You're slowing down a little bit. Now, at that point, do you lay on your back and just start kicking?
No, you don't get on the ground.
Because now you're on
That's
their
the
level?
weakness. You got to keep the high ground. I'd step on them. Because you can lift your leg up and just start stepping on them. Or kick them, and they'd go like bowling pins, I think.
Step on 1,000 things, though. I'm telling you. After a couple hundred, you're starting to get a little tired.
Yeah, but
then what?
If they're coming at you...
Then what?
You're all adrenaline.
Pick one into the other. Start beating them. You ever see The Wanderers when there's that fight and Perry's father is swinging the Ducky Boy?
Of course.
The Ducky Boys.
See, pick a couple up.
Yes.
And swing
All
them
right,
around.
Then your arms are going to get tired.
Use them. They're light.
Do like a cheerleader routine. Swing and stomp. Like, oh, you're non-humans, not even people. Non-humans, not even people. Just stomp and swing.
Sweet salad from Rhode Island. Thank you. Like Matrix 2. They just keep coming and coming. When do you finally lose the battle? You're going to lose eventually. If 10,000 come at you, you could kind of pace yourself and know you only got 10,000.
I wasn't thinking Agent Smith style, but
they just keep coming and coming. When do you lose the battle, and how?
I got it. You set it. Here's how you beat them. You set a trap for them. You take a giant glue trap and you put a sign on the front that says "Become a real person here." And they all run in to become real people.
Become human.
Do they have to stand on like an X or something to become this real person?
Well, no, it's just a room. They just run into the room and they just get stuck in the glue trap.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
There's only so many you can fit in a room, though, Jimmy. Then what?
I'll get a bunch of rooms.
Help me! Help me!
Like the Fly. Throw a rock on him.
Brundle douche.
Hey, let's go to Kara. Kara's got a very interesting question today. We're going to take a lot of phone calls today. Kara, Jersey, what's up?
Hey, yesterday was my boyfriend's birthday, and he turned 32.
What did he want for his birthday? Earplugs for that voice? Sorry.
Very good. I got him a PlayStation 3. And
PlayStation 3 for his birthday?
Yeah.
Very good.
And we went to see a ball game, and as we were walking back to find the car, I said, "Oh, I know exactly where it is. It's under C." And the car was right there, and he goes, "Oh, how appropriate, C for cunt." And then he said he was just joking, and I know he listens to you guys, so he thought it was funny. And because you guys talk like that.
We don't go for that, though. I mean, there's a line you have to draw, I think, that when it comes to disrespecting a lady, I think you have to kind of put the reins on it.
I agree. I thought so. I was like,
Yeah.
that's not funny, and I thought you guys would agree with me. Okay, good.
Well, it's a matter of, like, a little racy humor is one thing.
Yeah.
Like, if he said it was a B and he goes, "Hey, boobs," but to imply the C word is a little bit, that's just a little bit, a little racy, and I can understand your ire at that.
All right, Kara.
I thought maybe, like C for cutie would have been better, but, you know.
That's cute. Or C for cuddly, or C for, can we eat something,
C for cutie would work, but let's be honest with each other. You're not cute.
I even suggested C for cunnilingus, but,
All right, that's a little rate. Even that's a little much, though.
Kara, are you cute?
Yes, I'm cute.
Yeah, but everybody has a problem. What's your problem?
I don't have
Is
a
it C
problem.
for cancer?
I love you guys.
No, what's your problem area? Everyone has a problem area.
Yeah.
Oh,
Is it the
problem
hips?
area?
Like with me, if you look really, really close, one of my thumbs is shorter than the other. So it causes problems in my life.
You got
I hope
right.
that-
Cost him every
I hope that
Fonzie competition in the
doesn't
70s.
What?
I hope that doesn't interfere with your sex life.
Oh, yeah. See? How about C for card? Because you're quite a...
Yeah. Cut up.
What's your problem area, Kara? Everyone has one.
You got big thighs?
No.
How much you
what
weigh?
You got?
About 115.
That's all right.
Better be all right.
She's 6'8".
Yeah. and how tall?
5'3".
How about C for canoodling?
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, you can canoodle.
Maybe you and me could do that sometime.
Well, you have a boyfriend. I don't like to be disrespectful. Where are you from?
You know what else I got him for his birthday? I got him your book.
Oh, thank you very much. How about C for Can You Focus? Where are you from?
I don't like to admit it, but I'm from Sayreville.
All right, listen, we got a big star in the line, so we got to let you go. You were kind of filler. I hope you don't mind.
No, it's cool. Love you guys.
I thought you would...
We actually went to you to just fill so we could, dial a phone. I hope you don't mind that.
No, I don't mind.
And you certainly didn't disappoint. Thank you. Randy in New Orleans, today on Pot Talk Monday. Updated. Now it's out off the board. How many dwarfs can you fight off before you get tired? That is the question we asked today.
Yeah.
And, someone that might have an answer is Doug Stanhope, because he likes the drugs.
Yeah.
Doug would start smoking them.
Morning.
Hey, Doug, here's the deal.
Hey, Doug.
We're going to start with this. We just found out that Tyra Banks did her show on Primordial Dwarfs.
You ever see these things?
That colored girl, right?
Yeah. You ever see these things, Primordial Dwarfs?
No.
They look like progeria kids. You ever see a progeria kid?
Yeah. That aging disease?
Yeah. They look like them, only they're about 2 feet tall. They are freakish alien-looking things.
Yeah, they're very, they're squishy. Like, they look like their parts are squished in a little bit.
Like those twisty cats?
What's a twisty cat?
Twisty Cats was like a big news story several years ago where this woman was breeding these cats that didn't have front paws. The bones were missing from the front paws. They were genetic defects that she was purposely breeding, and they hopped like kangaroos on their back feet, missing bones.
Oh, how great is that?
How cute.
And why was she doing this?
She thought they were adorable.
I'm looking at Twisty Cats, a quick Google, and there you go. You can look at Twisty Cats thanks to Doug Stanhope.
See?
And what, they hop...
Primordial Dwarfs.
Oh, go to Primordial Dwarf in your Google search.
Yeah,
Doug,
yeah.
you've
Take a
never
look at one of these.
You've never seen anything more rapeable than a Primordial Dwarf.
Well,
I'm obsessed with the fucking one.
You're not the only people with Google in this town. Please hold.
Please hold. Doug's throwing in Primordial Dwarf in the old Google search. Yeah, we're not getting good pictures of them, though.
Nah, we got to get the ones that Maury Povich gets.
See, Tyra's Primordial Dwarf special. Go to that one.
Oh, yeah?
Wait, Primordial. I must have misspelled. I got Dave Mordahl.
Oh, that's different.
All right, images. All right.
There you go. The first one. E-Rock, up there.
I think you found one.
You found it?
Yeah, I found him.
All right, listen, Doug, we do this thing on Monday. It's called Pot Talk Monday. So today, here's the thought. Primordial Dwarfs, they're coming at you. How many can you fight off before you get too tired and you lose the battle? And here's the deal. They could... Huh?
Do I have a pool cue?
Pool cue, you can use whatever the fuck you want, but they keep on coming. There's not like a certain amount. Like, it's not like you against 10,000. They just keep coming. When do you finally lose the battle with the Primordial Dwarfs?
You know what? I can't imagine them actually once they got to you. Like, how would they? I can only imagine them like giving you like this slobbery hickeys or something.
Yeah, but just basically imagine biting and punching and kicking you. Now, they'd be easy to kick away, I think. But if they're all coming at you from all angles, you'd have to start helicoptering a few around, I think.
One of us.
Freak.
All right.
Yeah.
So we're talking about primordial dwarfs and twisty cats today with Doug Stanhope. What's up, Doug?
Hey, good morning. I got my fake I'm awake voice on.
Yeah, so do we.
Yeah.
Are you in New Mexico?
Yeah, Arizona. I'm at home.
Okay.
Also, it's pretty early.
Yeah. So we're on Dirty Talk O&A?
Yeah, this is filthy language radio.
It's good old filthy talk.
Fantastic.
Hey, we had Chris Hansen on. We were trying to get a hold of you, but it didn't work out, unfortunately.
Yeah, that was a Wednesday. I have these Wednesday drunk dial nights now because I got Last Comic Standing followed by Chris Hansen, so it's like this double whammy of hate. I drink through it, and then I try to blog, but I can't spell, so I just call people and go, "You can't believe this shit, God damn it!" Yeah.
You don't like Chris Hansen?
Oh no, that guy's just self-important fucking douche hole.
Self-important douche.
Oh yeah, he's awful. That show just fucking kills me. It's worse fear mongering than even terrorism because parents get so into that. Oh well, if you watch that show, you'll see that these pedophiles are more of a problem. Yeah, if your kid's sitting online going, hi, random 55-year-old dude I've never met. My name's Brittany. I'm rubbing baby oil on myself by the pool. God, I wish I had a wine cooler. I live at 125 Washington Avenue. Christ, I wish you'd just stop by. If if you make yourself a pedophile's wet dream. Yes, it's such fucking horrible entrapment. Like I'm not.
I don't think Doug, entrapment though is like, come on, if you're getting somebody to like approach you as a pedophile, it's almost like you can't trick a non-pedophile into trying to fuck a 13-year-old.
Well,
maybe you can.
First of all, fucking pedophile means someone who wants to fuck prepubescent kids. That's when you get a fucking hot chick like they have on there, and they
Well, you know what? Can I jump in? Patrice O'Neill was in, and he kind of made the point that they're making these girls, these decoys, just short of fuckable. And Patrice is like, if you really want to do this, why don't you do it with 10, 9, and 9-year-olds? But they're trying to they're kind of like tapping into the I hate to say it, sort of the hotness of the whole thing, that it's a 13, it's a 14, it's in that weird age.
Don't apologize for it. Were you 14 once? Did you want to fuck? Okay, then.
Right.
Did you know what you were doing? Yes, you did.
Basically, what Patrice was saying, they know exactly what they're doing by using that weird age there, I mean, if they really did it with, 8 and 9-year-olds, it would be so creepy. No one would watch
then you would just want to, shoot the guy when he walks in the door.
Yeah. Then you'd have a serious
Still wrong, obviously. I don't want to be jumping on the radio saying that, I'm condoning this. But, I mean, I think Patrice made a pretty interesting point, because if you really want to take care of this problem, set it up with 8 or 9-year-olds.
But do predators really catch 8 or 9-year-olds? I think most pedophiles or whatever probably don't go after 8 or 9-year-olds online because the communication skills aren't there. Like a 12 or 13-year-old can sneak out, meet you somewhere, have a relationship online. I don't think an 8 or a 9-year-old can. I mean,
they got to be taken from the house.
Yeah, I think most times you got to meet them.
And most pedophiles or most victims of pedophilia, they know their attacker. It's a family member. It's not someone they met online. Because again, you don't. If you teach your kids even the most basic skills, we grew up without the internet, and there were just as many pedophiles. We just didn't have the internet, and your parents dealt with it by talking to you. They'd go, hey, don't talk to strangers. Some of them might want to fuck you. And you go, thanks, Dad. I'm going to log that information in my brain, and that's why you didn't, get fucked by a stranger. That's why you got fucked by your uncle. They never said don't talk to your uncle. But if you have just the most minimal parenting, you're not going to do that online. So
but it's also hard.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. I say it's also hard because it's like online you really think you're talking to a 13-year-old. In person, you know you're talking to a strange adult. Like they'll say don't go up to strangers, but you kind of know your parents never say to you when you're a kid, never talk to somebody else your age who's a stranger. They encourage you to make friends. So it's like online it's a little bit different because you a lot of times think you're talking to somebody who's 12 or 13, but you're really talking to a guy who's 50. That's the difference, is the anonymity typically you don't have in person that you have online.
I would love to do a reverse thing with like a 35-year-old woman saying, God, I really want to get laid by a 14-year-old boy, and just bust all the sea of 14-year-old boys who show up.
Shove their dicks out.
You just touch their penises with lit match heads and say, dirty boy! And then what happens to them in 20 years?
With condoms? What were you planning on doing this mother of three?
It's such a double standard, though, man. I mean, you know, women sleeping with boys of 14 or 15. We barely blink when those stories hit the paper. Hey, by the way, Squeaky Wheel writes, Hansen explained that it's not entrapment because they do not approach the pedos. The pedos reach out to the plants unprovoked. He did make that point on our show.
But even if they didn't, you couldn't entrap me into having sex with a 10 or 11-year-old. You just couldn't do it because it's not what I want to do. Like, I always kind of believe in entrapment, but in a way I don't. Like, if you're going to do it, man, you're going to do it.
Yeah.
It's like if they put dope on the table.
As if they, as a weak analogy, but if they put a $100 bill on a bus bench, and if they vilified thieves as much as they do pedophiles, they go, oh, this person, they pocketed the $100 bill. Well, all right, if you're going to wave it around like that, you're going to get takers. But don't act like it's this epidemic that it's not.
Well, I'll tell you, the thing is, though, like, with $100, I mean, I know you acknowledge a $100 bill is kind of an odd thing, but it's like, you know, $100 is something anybody can use. Fucking a child is something only a small percentage of the population comprehends. Most of us don't, like, work 40 hours a week to fuck a child. I said most of us. You know, occasionally it's a fun thing and a stress relief. Who am I to judge? Asterisk.
And I know this borders on a NAMBLA argument, but at what point are you an adult? Nature gives you the ability to bear children, to be a parent at roughly 13 years old. At what point, and the government says you're not even ready to drink a beer till you're 21. Like, at what point is it bullshit? Like, naturally, you don't want to fuck someone way out of your age range. That's natural. I don't want to fuck a 15-year-old for the same reason I don't want to fuck a 70-year-old. I have nothing to say to them, you know? But
I'll take the 15-year-old over the 70-year-old.
Yeah, exactly.
Pervert.
Reverend writes from North Carolina, just tell Doug to shut up and view it as entertainment. I think even NBC would admit that it's gotten past the awareness stage with this show.
But it does probably scare pedophiles, though. I guarantee you that has changed the way they do things. Maybe I mean, I guarantee you there's less guys doing it because they're like, fuck that, man. You can talk, but you can't go over.
At least less guys doing it that way.
Yeah.
Hey, Doug.
A big way to do it.
Find a nice new way.
Doug, you got that computer. Go to break.com and type in To Catch a Chris Hansen. He came in and Anthony did Chris Hansen to Chris Hansen. It was really, really funny. Really good. You're going to want to check that out. Oh, by the way, I just got to acknowledge something. I didn't intentionally try to steal a Ron Bennington bit, so relax.
About what?
Fighting things like... people are just getting.
Relax.
I wouldn't try to.
First of all,
I wouldn't try to like just casually steal a Ron bit.
We traded that bit for Big A and Stalker Patty.
There you go.
I'm the one that mentioned that, not Ope, and I've never heard Ron Bennington do that bit. I mentioned I could beat up 10,000 of them.
Yeah, Ron talks about beating up kids.
Oh, really?
I mean, kids or animals.
I love Ron.
It's like, how would you fight a giraffe? You got to choke him. Big neck. You can't punch him in the face. It's too high. So Ron's got his logic on how to beat things up. But we're talking about primordial dwarfs, and you know,
and they just keep coming like the Matrix too.
Yeah.
So whatever, dude. I didn't try to steal a Ron bit. So
relax.
Exactly. You'll hear about this all in my gymatorial.
Yes. Give the gymatorial.
What, Doug? I'm sorry, man.
I had to free up the instant feedback there, Doug, because they're writing in like crazy, and I want to get some Doug Stanhope instant feedback going here. So
that's all right. I just didn't know if that was like one of the characteristics of these primordial dwarfs was they attack in droves.
No, I think there's only someone who's reminding us there's only 80 in the world. So that's
80 in the world.
So I guess unfortunately it would be a very, very short battle, an extremely short battle.
That sucks to be them.
They must
80.
be worth money.
Yeah, that's a collector's
They must be worth
item.
A lot of dough. Yeah, only
Stuff
80.
'em.
Like, if you could make them, like what was that book where they created freaks? Come on, it's a famous book. I shouldn't try to think at this hour.
Gulliver's Travels?
Oh, no. Never mind.
Harry Potter?
Creating Freaks? Frankenstein?
Don't make fun of, excuse me, don't make fun of Harry Potter.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jim.
Don't make fun of Harry
Yeah,
Potter.
Jim's a
The
big
message
fan.
board people don't like when you make fun of Harry Potter.
No. Bunch of fruits.
No. That's good reading, and if you make fun of him, you're jealous.
Hey, Jason from Rye.
Shut the book up their ass.
Well, no, hold on. Before we get into Butters, but this is why I want to free up the instant feedback, because I know people keep close tabs on you, Doug. Jason from Rye, he writes, here you go, just ask Doug about his discovery of male urethra fingering.
Oh, cock fingering.
All right. Okay, don't even.
Come on, let's go. What do you got?
No fucking way.
What do you got?
Dude.
Ow.
Oh,
Doug,
what? You've never seen cock fingering?
No.
No.
I gotta grab my cock now and squeeze it.
Explain cock fingering.
Oh, it's just a random porn I've come across. It's digits in the male urethra and objects. Come on, you've seen this stuff.
Wait.
No.
Like little wrenches in his urethra.
I could understand maybe like a pencil tip or something, but you're talking fingers in there?
Oh, nothing.
You never, come on.
It hurts getting a little shampoo in there if you're jacking off with it.
Yeah, no, I'm not,
little
I'm
soap.
Not, I'm just saying it's.
You have to take a leak and it's like,
what happened?
Wait, explain, Doug. Come on. I swear I haven't seen this stuff.
The guy's referring to a bit that's like a 7-minute chunk of material that I'm not going to just bust into and like.
Well, we don't,
okay.
No, we don't need your bid. We just like talking to you. But
I've used it as an example of like weird porn. It's in the whole child pornography vein where they go, child pornogaphy is rampant on the internet, and like, why don't I ever see it? But I've seen cock fingering. Like if you go to my message board, there's a thread called the Tsunami of Poon, where people just post like the most horrible pornography they can find, and I've there's just stuff shoved down the cock hole. I've seen several times. I've seen it just wandering the internet, just clicking on links.
I used to see a dominatrix, and she would, whatever, old toilet games. But she was talking about a doctor she used to see, and what he liked her to do was take a scalpel and put the scalpel in the tip of his cock and just hold it there and then yank it out. Like, not dig deep with it, but just put the blade in and go and yank the scalpel up. And she said the thrill for this doctor, because he knew it wouldn't permanently damage him, was that when he'd pee, like, for the next couple of days, he would feel it and remember that domination.
Feel it. And was talking about it. Like, we've all, like, masturbated with shampoo and shit, and something happens where, like, a little gets in your pee hole. Like,
it hurts.
And then all of a sudden you have to take a leak, like, an hour or two later, and it burns, man.
Stings.
What is that about, by the way?
I don't know. The
And it's not
inside
a
of your
disease,
fucking
so
dick
shut
hole
up.
ain't meant for any
I don't know.
fucking
Let's
nothing.
go to Dr. Sanjay Gupta on line 6.
Sanjay Gupta.
My friend Zool, he was this biker comic, Doug. He was really funny. He was just a fucking animal, but he was so dirty, and he had this one joke, don't you hate when you're taking a bath and you get a little soap in your pee hole and then mommy has to come and suck it out? He was such a fucking savage on stage.
By the way, Jason from Rye is apologizing to you, Doug. He didn't want you to launch into the bit. He's a big fan, but he just figured it was worth discussing. So what stuff have you seen this guy shoving his pee hole?
It's not this guy. This is like a whole theme of
Just a thing.
You've heard of docking, right?
I mean, you've seen the guys with like the split cocks. They like pierced them so many times they've come in two.
I've seen the split. I've seen the split cock. That I don't understand what's going on in your brain to do that. You slice it right down the middle.
Yeah, I don't know.
Show the split cock. What the hell is this?
I'm sure everything is just a slippery path, you know. Hey, why don't you tickle my asshole a little? And the next thing you know, you're the goatsy guy.
All right, look, we're looking at the mistresses use their restrained slave and forcibly insert things into his urethra. Oh. These mistresses are cruel bitches for sure. And what is she shoving in there?
I don't know.
Like a nail or something?
It's a long metal thing.
Just a thing.
I'm getting woozy thinking about it.
Dude, I don't understand. They do CBT, cock and ball torture. I don't get it. Like, there's guys that want their cock tortured.
There are guys that lay down, and girls with high heels.
Yeah, high
just
heels on,
heel
right
the
on the
shit.
testicle.
Right on the testicle. Right on the nut.
Not just the bag, right on the testicle? Oh, my God.
And the dick and everything, and just stomp it.
Sometimes if my dick is struggling, my girlfriend will slap the back of it a little bit like this, like, not really hard, but it just kind of jump starts. Like, my dick's like, oh, all right.
Yeah.
All right, it's time to go here.
Coked up. When you're coked up, that helps quite a bit, yeah. Yeah, a little roughnecking. Come on.
And you've heard of the docking, right? I read it in a fetish book back in the day. It's like
back in the day where you had to read to get pornography.
No, there was like a remember that book, Ann? We used to read out of that back at AF back in the day. That they had talked about all these weird fetishes like axialism, which is
was that the armpit?
Yeah, having sex with an armpit. I still remember some of these. And the one was docking where you touch helmets, and the other guy is uncircumcised, and he takes his skin and
rolls it over
yours, and then
you're docked.
You're docked. And
we have space dock.
You masturbate that way.
I got a nice bit out of that.
Yeah. Keep you warm.
Yeah.
I guess you just crank it from where they're like joined, and hold it together, and jack it that way, and shoot into.
Whatever. I don't know. Hey, let's go to Jason in Minnesota. Jason, what's up?
Hey guys, I used to be into that thing where I would stick things into my pee hole and masturbate with. It felt good. I had like a metal kind of rod I would do it with, and this was a couple years ago. And one day I couldn't find it, and I was looking around my bedroom for things that of the same size and orientation I could use. And I stumbled upon, like when you're horny, you're just looking for anything,
No, I don't know.
Yeah. I found the dripping of wax on the side of a candle. Like I had lit a candle, and wax had dripped down the side, and I broke it off, and I thought, wow, this is exactly what I need. So I was using that to jack
He actually
off
said it too. He goes, wow, this is exactly what I need. Why am I speaking out loud? Go ahead.
Dude, when you're younger and getting boners all the time and you just need to, get rid of the poison, you'll do just about anything. But I left my pee hole alone, man.
All left
Never
to the
fucking
outside,
touched that shit.
right.
Dude, if you said that's exactly what I need, you should have been looking at a psychotherapist.
My brother kind of showed me how, when we were little, he kind of turned me on to it. But anyway, a piece of that candle wax broke off inside, and I couldn't get it out. And I guess it kind of warmed up inside my body and kind of melted. I just freaked out, and I had to go to the hospital and get it removed.
How'd they remove it? They use like a rolling pin?
No, it was an inpatient procedure. I was in for 2 days while it healed, and they
2 days.
Did they cut it open?
Yeah, they had to cut it open and scrape all the wax out. Now I got this neat little scar.
What's the matter with you?
Yeah, I don't get the pee hole thing.
But you cut the malarkey already. Just fucking hollow out something and fuck it like the rest of us do.
Yeah.
No kidding. Thanks, Jason. Hey, Travis from Kansas. I've seen a video of a dildo in the pee hole. It's life-changing.
A dildo?
All right, now, see, Doug, now we're on to something
you've got
here.
From cock fingering to cock fucking. And that's something I haven't even seen.
Well,
imagine that would be something.
step.
2 guys, one is fucking the other guy's pee hole.
How does it feel good?
What's the biggest thing you could take in your pee hole before you say, hey, I'm tapping out?
A whisker.
Me personally? What's my record?
I'm the old setup man. I set up the pins.
The amazing, the most disturbing porno I've ever watched video was the Amazing Thai pee hole gangbang, where she actually has a speculum in her urethra, where guys bang her, and they get close-ups, so you see the difference.
Get the fuck out of here. They're banging her piss hole.
Bubbles. It's actually, that's what I remember from the back of the box was the description of like how she blows cum bubbles from her bladder. And it was written in a way that's supposed to be a turn on. It was the most disturbing thing.
Oh my!
The amazing tie.
Hey, sorry. Go ahead, Doug. I interrupted.
Oh no, I was just gonna tout her performances. She's got bowling pins in her and shit.
I'm a little distracted because we got fucked. That guy with the candle wax story. That's in a book. Brian in Atlanta. What's up?
Yeah, man, that's a Chuck Palahniuk story. It's in this book called Haunted by Chuck Palahniuk. It's like completely made up.
That motherfucker got us.
Hearsay.
Hey, you know what? That was the first Chuck Palahniuk book I threw away, by the way.
Yeah, I hadn't made it all the way through. But no, I mean,
you know what? Do yourself a favor, man. If you got haunted and you're struggling through it, just throw it away and find another book to read. And I love Chuck Palahniuk. I couldn't get through that one.
I don't know who he is.
Fight Club.
Fight Club.
Yeah. All his books are really interesting.
Oh, I don't go for that type.
But Haunted was the first one. I just couldn't. I hated it. Dave in New York, what's up?
Hey, what's going on? You guys missed the sickest fucking thing there is. Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
Ball enlargement, where those guys inject like a needle into their balls and they just pump them up with like silicone or like saline solution. Their sack winds up getting to be as big as a freaking grapefruit.
It's called body modification. It's they fill it, really bizarre stuff. They fill their cocks. And I saw a documentary of these guys, and the one guy was just talking, and he said that he had a tattoo. He had like he did something with his dick, so now he has to piss through a hole. Like he doesn't piss through his dick. The piss doesn't make it to the head of his dick. He pisses like right above his balls, and he had flames put around it. And he goes, "I have to piss to put the fire out. I have to piss to put the fire out." This guy should just be shot.
Ew.
Why are you alive, sir?
Where did you find this documentary?
My friend John Mazurek had it. He was a guy who worked at Port Newark.
Look at that.
BMEzine.com. Body modification e-zine. They have everything you could possibly want to see on there. It's a free site.
BMEzine.
Zine.com?
Yep. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Check it out.
Dave in
You
New
guys
York.
rock. Thanks.
All right. And does your ball stay that big?
Yes.
Or does the liquid get kind of just soaked into your body and go away?
No, I think they do stay big. Apparently, I've heard that trannies in Brazil use it, too, to make their dicks bigger. I've heard, people use it, on their bodies for all kinds of weird reasons to make their balls.
Your dick and balls or just balls?
I guess it depends on what you want to do with it. I've seen the documentary. He had this documentary because somebody at Port Newark that he knew did body modification. And what they guys will do, and Stanhope has probably seen this, is guys will, they slice the back of their cock open with a razor, like a banana, and they open it up, and it heals, and they put studs on the inside, and they tattoo the inside. It's really fucking. It probably is uncomfortable.
Hey, go to the world.
I can't.
Hold on. Iraq, November 10th, 2006. World record attempts. What are we looking at here? What is this? What is the world record attempts from this BMEzine.com? What is this?
Suspension.
From his back?
Yeah.
This guy breaks record for most hooks in his back.
I've seen that.
Okay, all right.
Old hat.
So, new record from Russia. What world record did Russia set? 1,500 needles for 1 hour? What's that?
Most disconnected stripper.
1,500 needles in his... What is that?
In his arm.
Oh, that's in his arm.
Oh.
Holy shit. 1,500 needles in one arm.
What happened? Did somebody get the 1498 and just bail out?
I'm going to 15.
That probably hurts.
All right. See, Doug, look, you never disappoint. The phones are lit now. Let's go to Steve in Red Bank. Steve, what's up?
Just want to let you guys know there's this fantastic little video I saw of this guy inserting a AA battery into his cock hole and then firing it out like a little missile.
Oh.
If you could fire it out, well, then you'd have some incentive to do that.
What the fuck?
You could shoot it out
like
of it
a weapon.
dart gun.
We're just getting bored sexually, man. I think we've done everything we possibly can.
What the fuck?
So now we're just making up shit.
Your piss hole is like one of the most sensitive areas on your body.
Never.
That dick and balls is just set up for very minimal things.
Mm-hmm.
Pissing, fucking, getting jerked, the balls getting juggled around a little bit.
And making bat wings.
Bat wings are fine.
Don't forget bat wings.
That's it. Airplane.
Docking.
Airplane's fine.
You ever take that? Take the loose skin around the side of your wiener and pull them out like wings and go, make them turn.
What are you trying to get a kid to suck it? Open up, here comes the plane. Fucking creep.
You ever make your dick disappear?
Yes. Inside the mouth of an invalid. As they're laying there going,
that sucker will push inward if you do it right.
No way.
Oh, yeah.
There's no way I could get my dick to push in me.
Well, maybe you couldn't as a fucking giant fat cock.
Love having a big fat cock.
That big fat hiney wrecker you're walking around with.
Let's go to Mark in Houston.
Hiney wrecker.
And we got a split cock guy standing by. But first, Mark in Houston. Mark, what's up?
Yeah, hey. No, my ex-wife used to do a thing. She called it a dick queef. She would do it. She would blow into my piss hole, and when she moved her mouth away, she'd stick her thumb over and let it out. It would fart like kind of like a pussy queef.
Sounds like an enchanting relationship.
It felt kind of neat.
That doesn't seem possible.
No, it felt kind of neat, actually.
Doesn't seem possible, but how many guys are going to try this now? There's a few out there.
Yeah, exactly,
There's a few.
We want a recording of that.
Yeah. All right, thanks, sir.
It's got to be high pitch.
Yeah, let's go to Greg in Cleveland. Greg, what's up?
Hey, guys, I knew this woman who used to work in an emergency room back before Viagra and everything, and they had some, 80-year-old man come in there one time complaining, and he had 8 pipe cleaners shoved in there trying to keep it hard.
Pipe cleaner. You can bend it into different shapes.
Poor old fella.
Poor old codger.
Poor guy. All right, let's talk to Rob from North Carolina. Rob, what's up? What do you got?
Hey, what's going on, guys? You actually have a sub-incision, which is the split cock.
So, what's it called, buddy?
No, I actually have a split cock.
Oh.
Why?
Why? Oh, it's awesome.
Why?
Why?
It's hard to explain. I actually do the sounding, the shoving metal things in there and stuff, and if you split up a little bit, you can fit more in.
Oh, logic, of course.
But Rob, you're not explaining why. You're talking to a lot of guys right now, and how does it get to a point where you decide?
Yeah.
How do you get to a point where you decide I want a split cock? I've seen a few pictures of the split cock, and not even a thought of ever attempting this.
No.
Yeah, I had a lot of genital piercings. I used to be a piercer for about 4 years. I do sideshow performance now, and I've just seen a lot of guys. Just figured it'd be cool to do, and I did it, and I really enjoyed it. So,
how'd you do it? How'd you split your cock?
It's a underground surgeon type of guy, and it's just a scalpel you cut and you sew the sides together, and it splits.
How much does that hurt?
No, I gotta see 3 people just to get a Xanax prescription. Body modification people gonna go cutting your junk in half like it.
That's funny, man.
You know, that's a tough one to write off. Fucking insurance is a medical necessity.
I had to get my dick split.
Do you have to use a rubber?
It'd be weird to have some kind of fetish or whatever like that. That even me and Norton go, I don't get it.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I can see a little log in the mouth.
How do you fuck with a split dick?
You carry around rubber bands?
So it's I still get hard, still normal, but it's not tipped like in the end. It's sort of.
Hold on, dude. But when it gets hard, what the fuck's going on? It's split.
Oh no, it's not split all the way. So it still gets hard, like a hot dog in a microwave type of thing.
Yeah, but what about the tip? That doesn't get hard, right?
Oh no,
don't you feel it?
Yeah, blood flow still goes there.
And aren't you worried that right now
it swells up like a moray eel?
Well, I'm thinking if it's split already and you're having sex, aren't you worried that the damn thing's going to tear?
No, not really. I mean, it's fully healed up, so.
We've all went for that piece of skin on the side of our nail and decided, I could take this off. Next thing you know, you got a long red strip all the way down to your elbow. Ow. Ow. I'm just thinking, you're having a lot of sex with a split cock, it's got to tear.
Well, also sex feels a lot better because your urethra, it's real sensitive, so sex just feels a lot better for me as well.
I love that. Sex feels better. Sex is great the way it is. I don't have to chop my cock in two.
Rob, we're really trying to get into your brain here, though. Chris on Long Island, he asked, and we asked, and you're still not helping us out here. He goes, what makes people do this? All right, there's a ton of people that do piercings.
Yeah, just one step further.
That's more than one.
That slippery slope.
Yeah, it's almost a slippery slope theory. I mean, I'm not going to split it anymore. I mean, I like where it is now. which is something different. And I really enjoyed it, so good thing.
It's almost like cutting your dick off, or like wanting to cut your dick off almost.
Yeah, you have a vein.
Who have it done, yeah.
Dude, you have a vein in your dick, right?
People are into that too, and the amputee
I'm not into that.
fetish.
Yes. Yeah, we did the amputee fetish on a show. It was hilarious.
Wait, sir, let me ask you this. I don't get, like, you know how when you come and you piss, there's a hole, there's like the urethra. How do you avoid splitting that? Like, how do you not going to cut it like a straw?
Oh, no, the urethra is split. So
do you come like a blunderbuss?
Well, no, yeah, no, come. All right, so I guess I can be graphic sex them. So, girl gives me pleasure with her mouth.
You could say whatever you want. She gives you a fucking blowjob.
Exactly.
Give me a fucking blowjob. You know, I fucking come on the chin. She doesn't have to swallow. It just hits her face automatically. Because the actual hole is near the base, near the balls. Somewhat. So it actually.
The hole?
So you did it to be a gentleman.
Hello.
Yeah, I did be a jackass.
A gentleman. You come out of the hole that's kind of near your balls?
Oh, no, I mean, the urethra goes all the way in. So
Yeah,
it's
I'm
split on the urethra.
I'm still at work.
Yeah. But when you shoot, you're shooting like halfway down your dick.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's fucked up right there. She must look like she's wearing a scuba regulator. Sucking both halves of your cock going over her teeth one way, the other. She's in the middle going, what do you want from me?
All right, there. Thanks,
I'll
Rob.
see you guys soon, so I'll show it to you. You guys can.
Oh, great! I can't wait to see it.
You
Thanks.
guys can't wait.
All right, let's say hi to Marcus in Asheville. Marcus, what's up?
What's up, guys? Hey, man.
Hey, Kid Bootsy.
What's up, dude? Hey, when I was a kid growing up, there was this religious family that lived across the street, right? And so anyway, this kid was in the bathtub, and he kept pushing his penis in, and kept pushing it in, and kept pushing it in. Anyway, the little thing didn't come out, and the mom had to go in, and she tried pulling it and tried getting it out. Anyway, he ended up at the hospital, and they had tweezers trying to go pick this thing out, man. But it's pretty crazy. There's some fucked up out there.
So you can push it in, but it could also get stuck, we're learning today.
As a kid, maybe.
Hey,
she should have put her mouth over it and, like, given some suction, and that probably would have popped it back out.
Or she should have put things in his asshole and pushed them in and out really quickly.
Fucking screwdriver and a hammer.
Or flicked his nipple, showed him tinkle videos, so his little weenie just popped out naturally.
So, Doug, how's Butters?
I just see him on my message board. I don't go out when I'm in town, but yeah, he sends me emails saying he wants to come over and make us tamales, and I don't write back.
So why would you? You're not hanging with Butters these days, huh?
Yeah, Butters doesn't understand. I don't really have much to say to 20-year-old kids that are
that are guys
in the closet banging on the door.
Yeah.
That's true. Butters is peeking at a cock through the fucking letter slot in the door, and he's sticking his tongue out, and he can almost get the piss slip, but not quite.
All right. Doug, so I'm hearing good things about your Showtime special.
Oh, yeah, congratulations, man.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, it looks like shit. It's edited weird, but the jokes are the jokes.
You comedians
Who cares about the lighting.
You comedians are never never happy how they film stuff for.
Looks like shit, edited like shit.
But the jokes are good.
They keep doing cutaways to my cigarette or my beer, like that makes it crazy.
That's artsy, man.
Up of that cigarette, I wish I knew how to do shit like that. I'd do it myself, but
the funniest thing was like the Virus tour when they were when Otto and George were up, and they do a complete isolation face shot on Otto as he's talking for George. Otto's not the best ventriloquist when it comes to moving not moving his mouth. So they would show him, and he's talking like George, but they're not even showing the puppet. It's Louis C.K. said it just looks like an angry porno movie. It's just yelling at himself.
Or I hate when they just show the puppet. They should just show fucking Otto and George.
Yeah.
So it's two of them.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, if we go to meatspin.com, of course, we got a woman fucking a guy's piss hole with a dildo.
Go to meatspin.com.
Whoever goes to Meatspin voluntarily.
It's E-Rock's job.
Where is it?
All right, so
That's what you send people with fake
Why don't you
links.
email me a link to that one. That's cock fucking. Strap on.
There he is. See, it's the guy on the cover. See, he's getting fucked in the ass, and his dick is spinning round and
Guy,
round.
it's a fucking. It's a girl. It's a tranny.
It's a guy, though. Because of the tan lines, you could tell it's a tranny?
No.
Wow, we got duped again.
I know. I can't believe that's my favorite site. I always get duped when I get there. I get duped into jerking off.
Go to fingerslam.com. So Doug,
I'm going to Meat Spin.
you don't want to go to Meat Spin. You never want to go to Meat Spin.
Well, if you want to see a spinning meat.
Oh, God damn it!
Wow.
What's going on there?
Damn it!
What is that?
It looks like a...
Doug, go right to fingerslam.com. Damn it!
Finger slam.
Oh, my God! Oh, my God.
It's kind of like SummerSlam, except the girl's fingering a guy's dick hole.
Oh, shit. He's 2 fucking fingers.
Oh,
2 fingers in his... Yeah.
Well, talking business.
Well, that guy sounds like the caller we just had on the air, where his dick is split just enough where a girl could do this. Oh, my God. There's your showstopper today.
Guy's a huge hog, too. She's holding it in one hand. There's like a foot sticking out, and she's fingering it. The whole thing's fucking...
Better have a huge one.
Yeah.
Finger slam. I gotta spread this around.
What do your fingers smell like when you're done with that?
I hope she, I hope she, like, cut her nails beforehand.
Man busted trying to build nuke reactor with smoke detectors.
Did the thing go up in his face, or does he have bad acne?
Well, I think the radiation might have gotten to him.
Radioactive Boy Scout.
Yeah, that's what it is. David. Charge of stealing 16 smoke detectors. I know there's some radioactive part in the smoke detectors, but how much would you need to make
your face
some kind
look
of
like that?
reactor? Man, that guy...
He looks like Than with measles.
Wow, that guy got fucked up.
Yeah.
Cool. He's going to grow and his hair's going to fall out.
All right, let's go to...
50-foot man. Be able to put a whole chick up your dick hole.
Hey, let's go to Brian in Jersey. Brian, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, guys? I saw a video of just a girl jamming her 2 fingers, her middle finger and index finger, up the pee hole. So
that's what we're looking at right now. Fingerslam.com.
Okay. Well, never mind then.
Oh, okay. I thought you had more to it.
Hold on a minute. Now, I don't know if that's real or fake. Go back to that.
What, Fingerslam?
Let me tell you what makes it bothers me.
Oh.
The fact is she's holding his cock, but it's probably real, but you can't see where his cock connects with his body.
That's true. I was thinking that.
Her hand is blocking where the cock...
I'm going to think anything to say that's fake.
Maybe that is real. Oh, you know what makes it real? The vein in the bottom of the dick. That looks like a hard dick.
Ow. Oh, God, that looks fucking painful.
That looks...
Funny if he's dead.
Yeah, okay, could be.
Well, wouldn't be the first time we saw one of those, right?
Like that. You know, I used to have a fantasy when I was a little kid about girls. And, you know, I was always into girls my own age. You know, so when I was 7, I was into girls that were like 7 years old. And when I was like, I was never watching TV and like one of those kids that were into I Dream of Jeannie. To me, she was like an old lady. I wasn't into that. So when I was like 10, I was into 10-year-old. That's how it worked. So I think when I was about 10 years old, I had this fantasy of a girl that was about 4 inches tall, totally naked. And I wanted to put her in my mouth and then just pull her out of my mouth and kind of suck on her like a lollipop.
You want it to be Danny from The Shining. That's it. Tony's the little boy who lives in my mouth.
She's the little whore that lives in my throat. But I wanted to do that with her completely naked, but really little.
What's wrong with you?
I don't know. That was just a fantasy that popped up when I mentioned like
I
little,
love the new Anthony that just decided
woman.
out of nowhere to start sharing some weird shit with us.
It's a little weird, but it's like a tiny little, you know.
This has been happening for the last couple of months. You're just sharing these weird things.
She'd be tiny, but
Are we at that
completely
point in our-
naked and alive and completely like, you know, soft and everything. And I would put her in my mouth and just go like, and then pop her out of my mouth gently, you know, and she'd like it, and I, you know, thought it was cool.
What's that about?
I don't know.
Story about that.
Wait a minute. I think I know what that is. Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh no, Bukowski had a short story called 6 Inches, I believe, where it was about how his girlfriend told him he was fat and told him how to punch himself in the sides to lose his love handles, and he gradually got smaller and smaller till he was only 6 inches, and then she used to fuck herself with him. But my story.
I think that Anthony's. I want to know. That's why I want to know if Anthony's dream. Now, the little girl you were putting in your mouth, was she standing like in a thatch of grass with 2 beanbag chairs in front of her?
No. It was a girl, not a weenie. And it was just the thought that, like, I would feel all of a naked girl's body all on my tongue at the same time. Like her ass, her stomach, legs, everything, all at the same time. And that was like a kid fantasy I had.
Okay, terrific.
It went away after a while. I thought it was pretty cool for a kid.
Hey,
you know? I thought it was pretty cool for a kid, little fantasy. What's wrong? What's the matter?
It's just weird.
It is weird. I'm not saying it's not weird.
All right, you guys.
Blow kids under the porch.
All right, listen.
That's what I'm saying. Now you get to the hot stuff.
Listen, there's a challenge going on
At least
here.
I just took their little dicks in my mouth and called it a day. I didn't want to devour their souls.
The listeners are challenging us because they saw Finger Slam. They're like, fuck that. Go to swollentip.com.
No, not swollentip.com.
Doug, are you playing along at home?
Yeah.
That's got to be really bad.
Let's go to swollentip.com.
Tip.
Get the fuck
Come on,
outta
stop
here.
it. Stop it. That's like a fucking big white dildo or something. And it is being crammed in the guy's dick hole.
No.
Oh,
Is
yeah,
that
this
real?
Was the first one I saw, yeah.
Is this
was on my
same guy?
message board, yeah.
Let me take a look.
It's obviously the same guy because you can tell it's the same people that run the website because the same ads are on it.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
This guy,
Dreaming it.
Oh, yeah, and she's got the ring on the same finger. You're right. Those are the 2 fingers she was using to put into her.
It's like she's searching for something.
She probably is a guy who's not an asshole.
She's trying to fish into her engagement ring out of the drain.
She's got gum on the end of it.
I like that look on her face. She's not giggling or anything.
No.
Yeah, there's no irony there.
Oh, all right, here's a...
Wow, that's nasty.
How about discharge.org?
Yeah.
Go.
Discharge.org.
Come on, E-Rock.
Stop running around fucking looking for gay porn for you.
That isn't a military site?
We'll soon find out. Discharge.org is on the way here.
E-Rock is so slow. He's so slow with these. And all our listeners get to it first.
I thought he was there when I said
E-Rock.
Come on, E.
Where were you, E-Rock?
Fibromyalgia, yeast
What are you getting?
infection.
He was getting water.
You got it?
Water because he gets all nervous.
You got it? Because E-Rock had to get water, even though he knew we were like kind of
There's
surfing
nothing
here.
This is like a medical site.
All right.
I had to get water.
I don't have one of those chicks that checks the history and then starts blaming you.
On all the shit you looked at.
Yeah, I was
clear history.
I was gonna put out a red alert to my girlfriend. Don't pop these sites on. Our computer needs updating. There's gonna be like some viruses.
Hey, is there a way for your chick to find your history if you delete it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Still in the Windows temporary folder.
How about in your Mac?
In the Mac?
Don't
It's even
lie
worse.
on
I have no clue where the hell they reside over there. I don't do anything.
Jimmy, you
with
should
my
play
Mac.
it safe and just throw out computers every 3 months.
3 months?
Just like
daily.
When you're getting your brand new sneakers, throw out your computer.
Just drop them in acid.
Right. Just throw it out and start over. All right, let's say hi to Michael. Wow, from Asheville again. Michael, what's up?
Hey, Yone. Love you guys. I love the show.
What about
Thanks.
Doug Stanhope?
I was going to tell Ant, I had kind of the same dream or imagination that he did. I used to do it in reverse. I used to fantasize that I could be 4 or 5 inches tall, and then I'd climb up inside the girl, and just kind of wallow around up in there.
Oh, really? In her mouth?
In her.
Oh, in her pussy. You would go in her, like you would.
Wow, that's odd. I never like fantasized about that.
Putting the whole girl in your mouth is not. Come on, man.
No, it isn't. It
I love
isn't.
Michael. He's sticking up for his feathers.
Yours is weirder. Because you'd be like in a vagina.
Hold on. Let's ask Jimmy which one's weirder. Jimmy?
Yeah, come on, Jimmy.
I don't know.
Miniature girl in your mouth, the whole girl in your mouth, or miniature dude walking around inside a girl's
wanted
vagina.
to feel the wonderfulness of a girl, her complete wonderfulness in my mouth. Every bit of it.
Yeah, but you want it to be surrounded by a pussy and just sit in it like it's a big velvet chair that happens to stink. He wants to lounge in a pussy.
Oh, God, look at this video. Holy shit.
I'm punching out.
This guy is getting kicked in the balls.
So get ready. You ready? Go to
I'm ready.
mangems.com.
mangems.com.
This fucking
Holy
guy is
shit.
kicked and elbowed over, not elbowed,
Kneed,
sorry, over and over again in the
and
balls.
these are not being pulled. Well, the kicks, they're not being pulled.
Oh, we are fucking up the 92.3 K-Rock computers today. Good luck getting all these viruses out.
Wow.
There you go, man.
I love
Gems.
that all of these are on a loop, so it looks like there's no closure.
Yeah.
It never ends. It's like hell. That's what hell would be like.
Yeah, the guy only took probably like 4 shots, and they looped it to make it. Still one's.
Look at what a pussy. It doesn't even have a heart on.
Yeah, no, what a dope. I never lose my rod if a knee or a shoe goes into it. My balls and dick laugh at that.
That's a good one.
I can take 3 fingers in my cock hole, by the way.
Can you?
Yes, I can. And then you can even do like the little expansion and go,
open them up a little.
And close and get that webbing.
I kind of wish the dominatrixes would do like stuff like prostate exams, all this shit I'm supposed to do now that I'm 40. Like I'll never do. I'll die of those diseases because it's way too gross. But if a dominatrix did it, if she was going to give me like a flu shot or check my prostate and make it dirty,
or stick some up your ass.
Like if she would check it for real. Like if she would check your prostate for real and then just shit in your mouth.
Oh, by the way, Squeaky Wheel.
Really filthy way. Yeah.
Squeaky Wheel from Columbus. Please isolate and edit ants. I wanted to feel the wonderfulness of it in my mouth.
Oh, well, I was talking about a young woman when I was a kid.
It's all right, dude.
I just wanted to feel everything, legs.
Ken from West...
Why wouldn't that be nice?
No.
Ken from Westchester. Ken.
As a matter of fact. At all. Nice.
What's up, Ken?
Hey, what's up? It's Tim from Westchester. What's going on, guys?
Hey,
listen,
man.
I got this condition, right? It's called a urethral dilation. Once a month, I have to go to the doctor, and they shove rods in me, starting from the size of your pinky to the size of a little bit bigger than your thumb. They're about 12 inches long, and the girth is just outrageous. They have to shove it in and fucking spread the hole back open because the urethra closes up on its own.
And this is some kind of disease you could have?
Yeah.
Hold on. Doug, hold on there, Ken. We'll get back to you. Go to mudfall.com. Go.
What is it?
Mudfall.
Mudfall.com.
Go there. Oh, my God.
It looks like he's trying to start his asshole as an engine, and it's just sputtering out engine oil all over the face of an Asian. Looks like a fucking Harrier hovering.
You there?
That is horrible.
Doug, you there?
Yeah, I get it.
There's an Asian girl on her back with her mouth open, and there's an asshole right over her, and it's firing out like a yellow-greenish diarrhea shit onto her chin and face. It's wonderful.
It's like pure wasabi coming out of his ass. Oh.
All right, are we going to move on to the next one?
Damn, man.
All right, you ready, E-Rock? You got to be quick on this
Stop
one.
lounging
be
like
quick,
you're
E-Rock.
enjoying this.
Ken, hold on.
quick.
We're going to get back to you because I've never heard of this condition before. But hold on one sec.
All right.
Go to... Ready, E-Rock? Let's see how fast you can type. Theshithole.com.
Right, watch it go to... It just fucking boom and XM pops up.
All right, and then...
What's that?
And scroll down. Once you recover...
Uh-oh.
Go to the mega shit bath extravaganza. Wow. That's a nice one.
Holy Jesus.
Oh my God.
It's just people shitting on people and smearing it.
Keep going.
That doesn't look like shit.
This is what you hate is those the Asian girls always smile when they do this. Like,
They smile. They have
Keep
this
going.
big wide smile.
Keep going. Keep going.
I mean,
If you
Amber.
don't get to a trailer, Eric, I'm going to cry.
Just keep going. Keep going.
Yeah, I want to see a movie.
Oh my God.
A scat princess is holding a fucking mouthful of
Keep going. Keep going.
Nude.
Oh my God! Look at this.
Oh,
keep going. No, don't.
Well, he's opening a movie. We got to see the movie.
Yeah, but look at Scat Race Queen Part 2. Go. Oh my God.
Oh no! Oh, get the fuck out of here! It's being shit. This green stuff like pea soup into a bowl.
Go all the way down. I want to see all the pictures before we decide which one to pop on.
And then it goes into someone's face. The
Keep
bowl.
going. Keep going.
That is disgusting. Who is into this shit? Fucking.
Oh my God.
She is covered in
Her own
shit.
duty hat. It's a duty hat video, but for real.
Who the hell is into this?
Keep going. Holy shit! Is this funny?
Like, is anyone into this sexually, or do they just watch it to laugh? Because it is funny.
Milky wet scat dreams. There's someone laying there getting some milky wet scat shot on them. Wow, as per the title.
Keep going. This is the comic relief porn that I jerk off to, that I look at after I jerked off to something that's really sick that I'm into. Then I
Yeah,
go to
this
something
has
like this
nothing.
and go, ah, someone's into it.
Has nothing to do with sexy.
All right.
Well,
that is
no.
You don't like the shit hat? I want to see her tip that to be polite. Good day to you too.
No one makes the shit hat so fucking funny is the height of the shit hat.
Oh, it's just
head is
massive. Massive amount.
Her head is way down.
But the biggest logs ever, by the way.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yes.
I've just heard about this site.
Oh, okay.
Oh boy. You need a pen, Jimmy? Yeah. There you go.
Jimmy's gonna write it down. Jot it down.
Jot it down.
Oh, I think we're gonna get a little video action here any second now. I see it downloading.
K-Rock's gonna kick us out of the studio soon.
Oh, they are.
Oh, you gotta think. This can't be good for the computers. It's funny. This can't be good for the computers.
These are all in Tom's favorites. Tom's a scat fiend. He likes this. Tie shitting.
That fucking shit hat will make me laugh all day. All fucking day.
A big, heavy shit hat that's leaking down the side of her head. Like she went to lean in to go, how do you do? And it started to leak. Like, miss, your hat is morphing.
How do you do?
It's like a big top hat.
Is that horrible?
She's kind of putting on the Ritz. Instead of wearing a tux, somebody's shit on her head.
She's putting on the shits.
Here we go.
When you've been beaten and molested your whole life, putting on the shit.
Oh, here she goes.
Oh my God. All right, I'm getting
She's got a bowl full of shit, and she is rubbing it all over her body.
I love when some of these in some of these porn movies they're doing something so horrific and the porn star will attempt to make it look like she's really into it, but you could just see right through it that she is beyond disgusting too.
Well, obviously they're good actresses. They wouldn't be doing this type of film. And she said, you know what it is? The bowl she was dumping on herself. She misunderstood the quote. It said, "Life's a bowl of cherries." She just misunderstood the rest of it because she's Asian. And it's good that they beep out the pubic hair. This fucking
They're pixelating the pubic hair like that's the problem
dirty.
with this video.
They're a lovely.
Pubies
culture.
are dirty.
Lovely culture. Just amazing.
Oh.
All right. Hey, let's go back to Ken Westchester. So Ken has this condition where they have to stick crap in his urethra because it closes up, and it says, and some of some of the instruments are as thick as a thumb.
Yeah, no kidding.
And how often do you have to have it reamed?
Well, let's put it this way. When it first happened to me, I had to go every week for 6 months to have this done. It's 9 rods. One starts as the size of your pinky, the width I'm talking.
Right.
They
They kind of stretch it.
Yeah, they stick it in and they like fucking twist it to stretch it back open because the tissue on the head scars back down. So now they got me to a month.
What
was the name of the condition?
It's called urethral dilation. Now, I was doing research on it on the internet so I can show people what the fuck I go through, because everybody says to me, "Oh, it can't be that bad." And the only documentation on the internet is like doctors' pictures and books, rather, of drawings, and they just show like a little stick inside the dick hole, which is fucking, ponderous compared to what they do to me. It's crazy, guys.
Dude, how'd you know there was a problem? Like you would try to piss and your dick would blow up like a balloon?
You want to get into it? I'll get into it. I'll try to be as quick as possible. One morning after a long night of drinking, I woke up, dude, could not fucking piss. I fucking looked down. I'm weary-headed. I got a hangover. My hole is gone. Just gone. Not there no more. Just gone.
Wow, it's like
your piss hole was gone.
It was over? Yeah, it was like somebody fucking throwed it up. It was gone.
I guess, it's kind of like when you had an earring and you decided the earring wasn't cool anymore, so you took it out. And then, the earring comes back. It's cool again. So you're like, you know what? I have an earring hole. I'm going to fucking put my earring back in. And then you realize that earring hole's gone. And you got to poke it through.
Your piss hole disappeared.
I swear to God, this is no shit. I mean, I went to the emergency room. Mind you, I was drinking all night, so my bladder feels like it's going to explode. So they take me in right away to the emergency room. And it was the most embarrassing thing in my life. I got 2 nurses and a fucking doctor who looked like an intern trying to fucking use a scalpel to reopen the hole. I'm sitting there with... They're like, "Here, control your morphine drip." I'm like, "Okay." So I turn that fucker up as much as I can, and I'm fucking high as hell. And I got my poor pregnant wife sitting next to me throughout this whole thing, and they finally were about to wheel me into the OR to cut my belly open, I guess, to put a catheter in that way. And then, thank God, fucking the urologist on call walked in there, threw everybody out of the room, and he was able to get a catheter in me, drained like fucking 2 bags of fucking piss out of me, and then put a catheter in me for 3 days. I went to his office. He did the procedure for the first time. And let me tell you, I cleared out his waiting room because I was fucking screaming so loud.
Wow.
Oh, man. Dude, it's horrendous, man. I mean, if they don't know what causes it, it just happens. It happens mostly in older gentlemen, let's say, that maybe go through it once a year just to make sure everything is okay. I'm 33 years old. No, I'm 32 years old. This happened to me when I was 28, 29.
There's no drug in the world that could prevent you from screaming on that thing.
No, dude. They know, here, take a couple of Vicodin before you come in. That'll help. And they inject lidocaine in to numb it up, which it works for the first 2 rods, and then that's it. Forget it. As long as I've been doing it, it's over 2 years now. You'd think I'd be used to it. You ain't getting used to it, no matter fucking what.
Will it heal eventually?
They say that it can be cured with surgery. I guess they stitch it open somehow, but this doctor starts saying to me that, well, you're a young guy. If we fuck it up and it don't work, then you're going to have to come here every fucking week for the rest of your life. I'd rather wait. And I'm thinking, how much longer do you want to wait, dude? It's been like 2 years. It was 2 years in May. How much fucking longer do you want to wait? Because this is starting to get, out of hand.
Just have them implant a straw or something in there. Like one of the ones where you could bend the neck.
Bendable straw.
Bendable straws.
How comfortable you think that would feel, guys?
Better than what you're going through.
Never offer at this point, but that can't be comfortable. I don't think.
Too bad. That's like you would have won the "What the hell is that" competition.
Oh hell yeah!
That's a biggie.
Disappearing
right there.
piss hole.
Disappearing piss hole beats everything.
Magic.
Tell me that. I'll come in there with a fucking rod tomorrow and shove it in.
Okay. Give you $1.
How much rod can you take at this point?
Look, these things I'm telling you, I have pictures of them. I'll fucking email them to Travis or whoever. I have pictures of rods. I'm telling you, they're 12 inches long, and the longest one, the girth, I'm telling you, it's wider than your thumb. Look at your thumb and just think of it round, totally round. And he jams them in like all the fucking way. I mean, it's like it's got to be touching my bladder at this point.
No. That's not real.
It's not comfortable. I was gonna come in for a while because they had me doing it every week, and then they were like, "Well, come back every 2 weeks." But here's an at-home kit you can use, and I'm like, "What?" They're like, "Oh, do it every 2 days." I'm like, "Okay." So they give me this little plastic one. It's probably about 4 or 5 inches long, and it starts off from skinny, and it gets to be probably about the width of your index finger, maybe. And my wife was doing it to me because I can't fucking do it myself.
See, again, this is a perfect place for dominatrix healthcare.
Good luck
like,
to
it
you.
would be way better if some chick in a latex skirt was making you eat her ass while I'm going to jam this down your cockle if you don't eat my ass good. It would be better.
I didn't think it was going to be good enough for the what the hell is that contest.
Doug he's onto something here. Dominatrix healthcare. I like it.
Make those freaky things a little easier.
At the very least, it should be the name of a punk band or something.
Really? You should write a fucking book.
All right, Ken, thank you.
We're looking at the video right now of the bald guy ramming his head into the vagina. It looks like Bob Kelly attacking an ice cream cake.
That is so fake, dude.
Yeah, that's fake. No, it's real, I swear.
All right, Doug, we're going to go.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Wait, let's get the plugs in. So you got the new DVD. It's your Showtime special that aired on Friday. It's going to be available, next week?
Yeah, it comes out actually, I guess, tomorrow. So,
tomorrow.
Yeah, DougStanhope.com. You can pre-order it there. It's on Amazon, but I make more money if you buy it off my site.
Yeah,
sure.
Our listeners liked your special, so they liked it a lot.
Well, thanks. Thanks for having me on. I'll get back east soon.
Doug, I'm distracted because we're looking at the pounder.
Yeah, I know.
Is that guy hitting his dick with a hammer?
Well, what's this red shit at the base of his penis? That makes it look like this is so fake.
He's tied off. He's tied off
his dick to keep it hard?
I don't know, but every time
We're looking at, Doug, go to thepounder.com and help us out with this one.
Not to be confused with the Punisher.
The Pounder.
We lost Chris.
Is that real, though?
Yes, Stan.
Well, maybe he's intentionally putting it to sleep, like you fall on your arm and you can't feel it.
Oh, so you kind of tie it off so the nerves don't get the blood and the...
It's like a cock ring, so you just keep it hard.
Yeah.
Show off.
Yeah,
he's a show off.
Press family.
He's tenderizing his penis.
Let me tell you something. It doesn't even look like he's pounding it too hard.
That's
he's
not a full swing. He's not trying to ring the bell at the carnival with that hammer swing.
No.
He's kind of tapping it. We could all take a hammer tap like that.
Yeah.
If it's done right.
Yeah, none of us are cringing. It's not like they're kicking the ball.
Nah.
I can gingerly maul my cock with a mallet, but nothing too crazy.
No.
Ginger
I
mauling.
wouldn't even try that. I mean...
All right, let's let Doug go. So we'll all pick up that DVD, Doug. It's getting good reviews from our listeners, that's for sure.
What's it called?
Thank you very much. It's called No Refunds.
Thank you very much.
No refunds.
No refunds.
I got to piss.
Yeah, well, we all have to piss when it comes down.
I'll talk to you guys soon.
All right, Doug.
Thank you, Doug.
The
great Doug Stanhope, everyone.
I want to do a gig with Doug. I haven't seen him in a while.
Absolutely.
Funny comedian, man.
He's hilarious. All right, just take a break.
Hey, this is Doug Stanhope, and you're listening to me ramble on and on and on and fuck up a liner.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
I want to thank Doug Stanhope for checking in today. We were going to play the X Games boarder, Jake Brown.
Yeah.
He was on Good Morning America this morning. I'm sure everyone has seen the video by now. If not, go to YouTube or break.com or wherever you go. I'm sure Steve even has it up on our sites.
It's everywhere.
The guy was, 50 feet in the air, basically? Just under 50 feet?
Pretty much, yeah.
And he had a speed wobble. Is that what one of the skateboard experts
speed wobble
told us this
when
morning?
he hit the lip.
His board was going too fast. The wheels started wobbling. He lost his board, and just when it launched him, and he was almost 20 feet above the top of the ramp.
Yeah.
And that meant another, close to 30 feet down. It was just under 50 feet he fell.
I think the worst thing he did, too, was he got away from the wall itself.
Yeah.
Because usually you see these guys, they wipe out, they lose their board. They hit the wall and kind of slide down it.
Like they're hitting
that little slope. Yeah.
And they're all right.
They're okay.
They even land on their knees knowing that it's going to be all right.
I've seen that happen plenty of times. This guy got out further than the wall, dropped, and hit flat on the surface of the bottom surface of the pipe.
And he was out cold, right?
Oh, yeah, he got knocked out.
Well, here is his first interview with Diane Sawyer.
Jake, good morning to you. How do you feel?
Jake, how do you feel?
How do you feel? Well,
let
me tell you.
It I feel pretty good. How do you feel? That dumb question. What do you think, Diane? Hey, Diane, how does it feel not being young anymore and you're on HD TV? It's probably the same feeling I have right now. Not too happy.
Jake, good morning to you. How do you feel? How sore are you?
My muscles are pretty sore, my back and neck and wrist. I've been through feel like a plane crash.
I can imagine. What are the doctors saying to you? More surgery? Anything have to heal?
I've got to have surgery on my wrist, but that's the only thing that I know about so far for surgery.
Surgery? Where's he from?
Made him talk funny, too, huh?
Yeah, fucked up his speech pattern. Guy's from Jersey.
Jake knew he was in trouble heading up the ramp. Oh, fuck, then just stop.
Yeah, call timeout, stupid.
Hey, just jump off the board, do something.
You're heading back up the mega ramp, and what the board starts wobbling, you know you're in trouble then?
Yeah, I was a little too far to the left when I landed the 720, so I tried to carve across to the right, just there, and then the G-forces pushed me into the wall. See there, I'm carving to the right, I'm trying to carve back to the left, the G-forces pushed me onto my board, and then I got shot. You can see the G-forces push me onto my board there, and then I just get catapulted from there to the flat bottom.
And you're going 30 to 40 miles per hour, and you know the board's going to separate? You know you're going to be entirely on your own airborne?
Yeah. Well, you have to use technique to keep the board with you, and the only technique I had there was survival, so...
Wow.
Survival.
That is crazy.
That was just dumb luck.
That guy's a YouTube star, though, now.
Oh, yeah.
You trade that, right? They're calling it, like, the agony of defeat, but the guy is, like, well-known now.
Yeah, that's a good one.
You know? Everyone has seen this video.
The old agony of defeat guy on the... on
Wide
the
World of
ski,
Sports.
yeah, the ski jump.
That was a
good one.
That was a lame one compared to this guy, man.
What are you doing with your feet? What are you pedaling with your feet for?
Well, I did that.
She's not asking that.
Why?
This
What are you
dumb broad
pedaling
who
with
has, like,
your feet
interviewed
for?
everybody. What do you think, Diane?
It's instinct.
Yeah, it's natural instinct to, like, just start, like, doing everything you can to start. He's trying to fly, Diane, is what he's trying to do, you idiot.
How about because you cunt, I thought I was on a bicycle? What a dumb question.
Why don't you lay back, put your hands behind your head, and float down? The fuck?
When you're falling...
He's petrified.
When you're falling from a great distance, your instinct is, maybe I could fly, it's worth a shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not going to lose.
You have nothing to lose. Exactly. God, she's such a dope. What happened there?
He called her, he said, why do you fuzz your lens, bitch? And they cut him off.
Where is it?
That so I could keep my head above water.
Oh, okay, here it is. It just got fucked up. Let me start over here.
What are you doing with your feet? What are you pedaling with your feet for?
Well, I did that so I could keep my head above water, so my head would be above my legs, just to keep my balance in the air. And then I made the decision to turn around backwards before I hit the ground, so I would didn't go face first into the ramp, you know.
So you're actually planning the fall,
as you can see,
which is to hit your feet first, then go down on your bottom and your head last. That's what you're planning? You're going through all this in your mind?
Yeah. Actually, the time was a lot slower for me in the air, so I actually had time to think about, like, I want to go to the back of my body first, feet, then bottom, then back, then head. Try to spread the impact out throughout my whole body.
Yeah, these guys know. These guys know.
Sort of an instinctive thing, I think, too.
Especially if you're like one of these guys in the X Games.
You know not to just go head first.
She is just...
I'm just going to go head first.
She's just stupid. She is as stupid as they come.
Dunce.
What was he supposed to do? Try to float down like a feather?
You're pedaling those legs.
You're in a complete free fall panicking your ass off.
Didn't have a bicycle.
Because your body doesn't know just to be still and you're plummeting to your death.
Yeah.
Right.
You try to grapple for something. It's just an instinct.
Didn't she learn from 9/11? We all saw the fucking video. Those poor people, like, jumping.
Yeah, you're just grabbing.
You're grabbing and you're, like, doing everything you can, just hoping.
make yourself stay above.
Yeah.
Hey, we got exclusive audio of Jake in the hospital.
Oh.
Yeah, we're the first radio show with this. This is really, really cool. Jake in the hospital after this horrific accident he had at the X Games.
Stop whining.
He got better.
You say hi, Dad. Can you say hi?
All right, killer.
Can you say hi?
She's kind of talking.
Yeah. Is something hurting you? Does something hurt you? Does something hurt?
Oh my God, she's trying to talk. We killed this one?
Yep, it's amazing.
Oh my God, stop the audio.
What
the fuck? She's frozen in that body going, listen, motherfucker,
I'm trying
here.
my best, but I'm in here. I'm in here.
Do you hear me? This is what she thinks she's saying, by the way.
Yeah.
We're here, but in her brain, she's like, I'm here. Why aren't you paying it? Why aren't you doing anything?
Shut my mouth.
What a fucking scumbag that ex-husband is. Because her parents wanted her alive.
Yeah.
What a fucking scumbag.
Wow.
And what kind of fucking judge would allow them to pull the plug when she's trying to talk?
She's actually, trying to talk there.
Was that old audio, though? From, like, years prior to...
No, I think that was...
old plug?
Yeah, that's the guy walking over with his plug-pulling gloves. She was looking, going, what are you doing?
No, don't do that.
I need that.
But then again, your father was asking her a question that she was going, it sounds like hi. He could have easily have said, what's your favorite program? He was leading her. Quick, do that creaking door impression I taught you. Quick, yawn.
Name a vowel.
All right. We done good today. Unfortunately, we didn't do one thing today.
We did.
But we don't have to hit everything on.
Had fun.
We had fun.
That's all I know.
We didn't do this stuff.
Ring, ring, a ling, ling, ling. Ring, ring, a ling, ring, ring. Ring, ding a ding, ring, ding a ding. Ring, ding a ding, ring, ding a ding. On the Opie and Anthony Show.
I think that promo itself is a great ringtone.
Yeah, so I guess officially we have done it because someone will now use that as their ringtone.
Yep.
What do you got, Sam?
Oh, Sam.
What?
Songs from those websites.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And the names of the websites? Mm-hmm. Okay, remember mangems.com when Doug Stanhope was on the old show?
Yeah. Kicking the balls.
See, I guess we got to explain, what do they do? We're not allowed to put sound on the air anymore? From the computer?
Yeah.
Why?
CBS has this ruling now that you can't stream any audio live from the internet. It's got to be recorded, edited.
What does CBS have to do with this? It's the fucking XM side.
Same board, though.
Same board, so they disconnected all my wiring here.
Yeah, so because someone brought to our attention that these disgusting porn sites, these over-the-top porn sites, have really funny music, which makes it even, that much better. So we were checking out mangems.com before, where the girls in their little Catholic schoolgirl skirts are just kicking and kneeing this guy in the balls over and over again. This is the song that's playing.
Appropriate.
Yeah, that one's appropriate. Then you got meatspin.com. This is the music you hear.
The guy's cock is spinning around. Meat spin. Everyone's favorite phony link.
And then
go here. It'll show you how to fix your computer. Meat spin.
Here's the song from the Pounder.
Hammer time.
Hammer time.
Hammer time.
Fucking guy's got a sense of humor on the website.
Hammer time.
And then song from fingerslam.com.
Yeah, baby.
Well, it's hard to find a finger in the cockhole theme song.
Yeah.
That's what's his name, though, right? Fucking the guy with the glasses and the hat.
Thomas Dolby?
No, the black dude. The freaking... no, man. He's like a legend.
Malcolm X.
Dolomite?
Oh, what the fuck is his name? Nah, whatever.
Humpty Hump?
No, not him. Fucking Bootsy. Yeah, Bootsy. Very good.
Oh, the motherfucking Bootsy.
Bootsy. All right, here we go. Some runner-up lines of the day. The first runner-up line of the day.
How do you not going to cut it like a straw?
Oh, no, the urethra is split. So do you come like a blunderbuss? Well, no, yeah,
Doug.
Stanhope.
I just did like the quick cut at the end of that.
Yeah, it was a little strange. All right, here's another runner-up line of the day. Go. What's the biggest thing you could take in your pee hole before you say, hey, I'm tapping out?
A whisker.
personally?
Yeah, I'm with you there.
Yeah, how's it going?
Ain't nothing going in there.
No, sorry,
Ow.
The final runner-up line of the day.
You know, Mary, you're beautiful. Just because you're a primordial dwarf doesn't mean I want to take you out with an organ grinder and a leash and a cup.
That was damn funny.
That'd be great. Just watch him on your back, grabbing money from people.
Just like the midgets, you make it dance. Like you hook up electrodes to it, and whenever he goes, it has to go a toodly doodly doodly doo, a toodly doodly doo. Like that's the song it has to sing. And it's on its like little dumb fucking primordial shit feet, and it's going like left and right, and its hands are over its head like it's making giant elephant ears like a ballerina, and it has to rock back and forth and go a toodly doodly doodly doo, a toodly doodly doo, while you fucking zap its little dumb feet.
And ladies and gentlemen, there's another ringtone for you.
Yeah.
A toodly doo.
Yeah, here's your ringtone. A toodly doodly doodly doo, a toodly doodly doo, cunt.
Ring, ring a ling, lang, lang. Ring, ring a ling, ring, ring. Ring, ding a ding, ring, ding a ding. Ring, ding a ding, ring, ding a ding.
Now,
I'm the Opie and Anthony Show.
Here's some ringtone ideas. If you possibly have, this is ones you don't put on your own phone, but if you fucking have access to your girlfriend's phone, why not put some racist ringtones on?
Ah.
Jew calling, Jew calling, Jew calling, Jew calling. Pick up the phone, it might be a jigaboo. Pick up the phone, it might be a jigaboo. Chink alert, chink alert, chink alert. Racist ringtones. Drunk Irish fat bitch, drunk Irish fat bitch. Guinea on the line, Guinea on the line.
There's a theme to your ringtone.
Yes, racist ringtones, but you don't put them on your own phone.
Yeah.
Who else?
Obviously,
What
put them
other
on someone
races we
else's.
missed?
The Puerto Ricans.
Puerto Rican. Spick alert, spick alert, spick alert. Spick alert, ring ding ding, spick alert. What else is there?
That covers the
It does get everyone?
yeah,
The main ones, anyway.
the main food groups.
Yeah. Basic food groups of racism.
All right, let's get out of here. Here's your line of the day.
Here.
Comes line of the day, line of the day, line of the day.
If you were a women's golfer, the odds were good that you were a lesbian.
Yeah.
Probably because, like, every time someone pulls the flag out, they jump on it and bury their face in it.
I'm Kelly puking. It's a good one. Nice little lesbo reference. Can't lose with one of those. Yeah. All right, what is it? Wow.
It's time to go.
Yeah.
I am going to machine gun this entire motherfucking building before I blow it up. Die! You're dead.
Who's next?
Steve, probably?
He's dead.
Ooh, Danny. Era.
Anthony.